Got the number one pick in the NHL draft, but the men that can't seem to stump. Do something dumb, that's an observation. CLT make them need to run.
That's Lawrence Taylor.
Cut them every trash, CMT for short. Wonder if we best once you peep the score. Up at the crack of dawn, top stories of the morning. While you're yawning, grab your coffee, rise and shine with 8:80 a.m. This is Drop Time. We provide highlights from your favorite teams. Got Dave and Rick making plenty of picks. It's Rule 76.
All I'm saying is look out. Raymond is on the warpath. Do not get in his way. Just yes, sir, and move to the side. He's like the soup Nazi this morning.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, look out.
All I did was ask RJ a question. Heck, maybe he'll listen to you. He doesn't listen to me.
Oh, right. No, he is. No, it's not you. It's him.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no. You just look out.
I mean, I need the Knicks to get their heads out of the you-know-what, because if Raymond's not going to have any sleep, he needs wins.
Well,
his body
they're not
runs
gonna
on
come
wins.
from the Rangers.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the Rangers. They've already sent the letter.
Yeah,
I'm worried
right.
about the Knicks.
So it's all about the Knicks, and if the Knicks play like that, we're going to have a lot of miserable days of Raymond Santiago.
Right. If the Knicks are going to step on the floor and play like that, knowing that Raymond's not going to get any sleep, we're in for one.
They shouldn't have stepped on the floor.
I mean,
it was
they thought
that has to be the worst performance of the season. It has to be.
Under the circumstances, with how bad that they've been, and I keep hearing about how tired they are from the play-in from the NBA Cup. Okay,
yep.
I think that ship has sailed at this point. Right, there's been enough time. Right, you're at full strength. Dallas has a laundry list of players that aren't available to play. The whole team, pretty much. And I got Max Christie and Najee Marshall just doing whatever they want.
Terrible, absolutely terrible. So we'll get to the Knicks. We have Mel Kiper today.
Oh
yeah, that's right. We have Mel Kiper today. We have CMT Tuesday.
Nice.
So that's nice.
As some people have been calling it, Dave and Rick agree on everything Tuesday.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, that was the buzz. RJ kind of needed to step up his game.
Where was that buzzing around? Like the Garden?
Actually, it was in Buffalo. People were talking about it at the rinks.
Really? So you said, listen, Can I have a blueberry pancake? And they said, oh, are you half of the CMT All They Do Is Agree duo?
Yeah, so I had the hat on. And they're like, oh, DiPietro Rothenberg, I love that show. I don't care for when RJ does CMT and you just agree on every answer like it's been for the last couple months.
Well, you know what? I'll go crazy then today, if that's.
Well, no, it's on you. They weren't mad at you. They weren't mad at us.
They're mad at RJ?
They were mad at RJ, and I think he's from Rochester, so those are kind of his people up there.
Yeah, but I am RJ, because at some point in May I'm going to be RJ. I got to get into it now.
That's a good point. Maybe we take
character.
you up.
So if you are annoyed at RJ, you're really annoyed at me as well.
You know what we should do? Maybe because this is who you are, just as a human being. If you're going to do something, you're going to do something.
Maybe I run CMT.
No. People have got. I've heard this from numerous people.
You've heard this as well, okay?
This is something that I hear on a continual basis about just your commitment to your craft. Is you like to be in character, but you're not just going to stop at just being like for the shoot. You need to be fully in character. We take you to Rochester. I think you live the life of R.J. Santillo back in Rochester, where he's from.
Maybe I flip paninis
just to really become him.
Maybe I move in with his parents.
Like that, what's his name did for Lincoln?
Yeah. I can't think of the actor's name, but that's correct.
Daniel Day-Lewis. That's who
right.
you are.
Little DDL.
Little DDL.
Yep.
And I mean, maybe you get down and you put some sneakers on your knees. You walk around. You know what I'm saying?
Why? It's understood he's vertically challenged. Why?
Maybe we do that, and then
what,
we take you right to Rochester.
Like Dorf on golf? No. You're so mean to this poor guy.
I think we take you up there.
I'm going to be the best version of RJ.
I think it would be great. And then you come back, you're RJ. And then we'll be doing the show. Be like, I got two RJs. I don't even know who's who.
I'm
That's
PJ.
Right. See, that's what we do. Now RJ can be PJ, who he really wants to be, and you take over as the buttoned up, hey guys, we got to go to break, RJ.
Ask me if I want to hang out after the show.
You want to hang out after the show?
I can't do that, no. I don't have fun.
It's a skull night.
See, I'm in character.
That's nice.
You know what? This is what winners do. This is why we're at the top of the standings. This is what we do. And by the way, I'm not going to say it on air. You know what happened to you after your little rendezvous in Buffalo come back, Rick? You think that happened by chance? Made a couple calls?
No, yeah. You the one that got me pulled over?
I mean, you don't know. I'll have your college degree pulled. I'll get your license pulled. I'll take it all away.
He knows people, and you know what that means? We know people, right, RJ?
Listen, I'm not ready to accept you just yet.
What do you mean?
I need to see more. Besides just mocking me, I need you to really buy into
I'm not
this.
mocking you. I'm in. I'm RJ.
By the way, I looked at your picks. You stink. You are bad.
Wow.
You are really bad. And as for the other guy, listen, college degree, license, it's all in question. We'll keep going.
Let's be honest for a second, though. Like, we don't have to run from it.
What'd you have to do that for?
I got pulled over. That's what happened. I got pulled over. Who pulls someone over mid? This is during the Buffalo Bills game in Buffalo. You can't pull people over.
Well, the man is working.
Yeah, but he was watching the game. I was like, wow, I'm surprised you're actually giving me a ticket. I thought you'd be watching the game. He's like, oh, I'm watching it in my car.
Yeah. You were watching that game. You saw how it was going.
That's how outrageous whatever you were doing was. He didn't want to give a ticket. He didn't want to pull you over. But when you're going 167 in a school zone, he had no choice but to pull you over.
It's on the highway.
You know what they say up there? Crime doesn't sleep.
Yeah, okay. Didn't sleep.
The police in Buffalo, they're known for their attention to detail.
Clearly. I mean, he was on it.
He was the Curt Cignetti of police officers up there.
Multitasking.
What a coach this guy is, huh?
It's unbelievable what he's done in 2 years.
16-0?
16-0. I mean, to have the ability, because everyone's doing it, right? Like, I mean, this is college football now. It's the Wild West. It's transfer portals. It's NIL. It's all these different things. But to be able in 2 years to take players from JMU to kind of just like hammer home what the culture of the team is going to be, and then go into the portal and seemingly hit on all the players that he recruits, right? Because I mean, and he's smart with how he does it. I heard Mark Cuban talking about it the other day. Like it's we're not going to get into these bidding wars over five-star athletes. We're gonna handpick exactly what we need,
right,
to get the results on the field, and that's what they've done. And they hit on Mendoza. And he ends up winning a Heisman, and it's just it felt like the entire time they just had this team of destiny vibe. I mean, go back to that Penn State play where somehow the receiver gets his foot down in the end zone. It's like, and then you hear Mendoza talk, and you hear Cignetti talk, and it's like you can't help but feel good for them and for the program.
What a game too yesterday.
Oh,
I mean, it was a phenomenal football game. You saw high end talent. I mean, Bain and Mesidor and Mendoza and Surratt. I mean, just wonderful. I thought it was a great football game. It went a little too long for my liking. And the halftime of college football is still like for dear God. Like you can walk a dog or two dogs like I have. You walk two dogs, NFL halftime, you're in, they kick it off. I walked both dogs last night. I still had like another 15 minutes to go. Those halftimes
right, but it's the national championship also.
I get it.
Right,
But that's not only the national championship. College halftimes are very long. But regardless of that, I thought it was a great football game.
Yeah, I mean, it lived up to the hype. I mean, both of these teams. Look at the run that Miami's gone through the college football playoff.
Mm-hmm.
How good they've been. I mean, they have NFL talent, right? I mean, you just mentioned some of the names. Bain. I mean, Malachi Toney, man. You get the ball in his hands, he is electric, dude.
Yeah, he reminds me. Who am I going to say? I know you know it.
Tyreek Hill.
There you go. See,
yeah.
That's why we share a brain. That's right. He's a true freshman, by the way.
I know. He's got a couple more years left there. And then you have Mendoza's run, which was freaking awesome. I mean, that's one of those moments, like you'll see that for how long? Like that's one of those iconic moments in sports. Like must have it fourth down, and he finds a way, and he extends him, takes a huge hit, extends himself into the end zone. I mean, it's just, and then you look, did you see him after the game? Like just like his whole arm is just all. Like
I saw when they were showing him during the game. He was bleeding from the mouth, and Cignetti said at halftime, and he's right. They were very dirty with him.
Right, but I mean, wouldn't you be? That's exactly what I would have done.
Okay, but the officials are allowed to throw a flag when the guy's getting hit helmet to helmet over and over.
Right, but if they're not going to get great, let's do it until they call it.
Right. But how are you missing these plays? The kid is bleeding from the mouth. He's taking hellacious shots. Throw a flag.
Right. I mean, it's like the helmet right to the chin. I mean, listen, I don't know because I was saying the same thing, and my father-in-law was screaming, yelling, like, hey, you got to throw a flag there, and waking people up. But, yeah, but that would be what I would do. Let's make this kid uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
I'll tell you what.
Punish him.
He's a tough kid. He is a tough kid. Remember that he took that hellacious shot was against Ohio State?
He thought he was dead.
Like, first play of the game, you're like, oh, God, they killed Mendoza. And then last night he's taking massive shot after massive shot. You know what's funny? I watched him thinking to myself weeks ago, months ago even, like, I don't know. Like I think he's okay. And the more I watch him, the more I like him. Like he's a tough kid. He throws the ball well. He's somewhat mobile. I think he might be a good NFL quarterback.
Yeah, I think I think you put him in the right spot. I think there's. I have to imagine too. So Brady in ownership for the Raiders was down in Miami. I'm sure because they have the first overall pick, and also because they're doing coaching interviews. But like listening to Brady talk, and I was listening to him the other day on Spit and Chicklets too. Just like of all the things that are, necessary to be great, and what's most important, and why he was so good. I can imagine once he sits down with Fernando Mendoza, like he's going to fall in love, and Mendoza's going to end up being the quarterback there. Because it's just listening to him talk, and then what Brady was talking about the amount of work and just getting better and all the different. Because Brady's not a great athlete. Brady was when he went to Michigan, he was the 7th quarterback in Michigan.
He was not a great athlete. In fact, there's a very famous video that's gone viral where he gives a talk about just showing up day after day after day. And that's how you succeed, not about being a great athlete. I mean, there are great athletes, but he's certainly not one of them.
But his whole point is that when you're such a great athlete, and we've seen this, we've had this conversation, a lot of times the great athlete never has to really like study or learn all the different intricacies of what makes you great. They just get by on pure athleticism. He wasn't one of those guys. Like in Michigan, he's the 7th quarterback. I think he finally he starts. I think it was his junior, whatever year that is. It's his junior year, maybe his 4th year. He starts every game, and then Drew Henson comes in, and they're splitting games. They're like, "This is how it's going to work, fellas. You'll play a quarter, and Drew will play a quarter, and then whoever plays best will finish the game." So he was never really given anything. And then I guess he says he gets to New England. He's the 4th quarterback, and he buys Ty Law's house. They're like, "You haven't even made the team yet." He's like, "Don't worry. I'm going to make the team."
Yeah, he's confident. That's for sure.
And then ends up having, the career that he ends up having. But
Yep. I mean, when you think about what Indiana has just done, you could argue that this is I don't even want to use, I don't think it's hyperbole. You could argue this is the greatest turnaround in the history of sport.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever seen anything like this. Like this fast in 2 years. To go undefeated?
I saw someone post a still photo of game 1 of Indiana football at home last year of the stadium, and there was maybe the first game of Cignetti's era. Maybe there were 20,000 people. Maybe.
Ray said that was debunked. He thinks.
Oh, that was not a real photo?
It was supposedly well before kickoff or something before that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, regardless of that, there was no.
Yeah, but
buzz.
you don't even need to use that photo. Just look at how this fan base has traveled now. You got Cuban's a big part of this thing now. It's just like the level of pride. I heard Shea talking about it on First Take. I mean, what's your biggest? Like, we're a football school now. Like, we're not a laughingstock. We're not a joke. And then you show up.
They just went 16-0, won the national title.
Right, but you know what I mean. No, Indiana is basketball. Indiana's a basketball school, and now all of a sudden to have this kind of and not just beat teams, like they beat Alabama to sleep. Like Alabama quit. Right? I mean, they smash Oregon. Oregon's a good team, a well-coached team. They smash Oregon.
Yeah, they had an incredible season. He is. Now there's all these wrong. Oh, he should go to the NFL. I don't think he wants to. I've heard him talk. He says he has zero desire to go to the NFL. He's never wanted to coach in the NFL.
Well, I mean, I think that's just natural, right? Like, what else? What motivates you? You're 16-0. You just won a national championship. It's only downhill from here. Do you want to take that next step? And I've heard both sides of it. Like some coaches don't love where college football's at, right? Having to recruit your own players and everything else.
Well, it feels like he does. It feels like he's made for this era of college football.
Right, and that's what the one person said is that he's got full control. Like Indiana is his program, as opposed to now where you go to the NFL and you got to work with a GM and there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen that have suggestions, and that's not something that he feels that they felt like he wanted to deal with. So yeah, he's got a great spot. He's getting paid a ton of money. It seems like he has. I mean, the way that Cuban described it is like he comes with a plan. Like, hey, this is how I do it. Remember when he said, Google me? It's like, I mean, he can say that because this is what I do. Everywhere I've gone, it's worked. Comes to Indiana, it's worked. So he has a real clear-cut idea of exactly what he's doing, the players he wants to bring in to have this kind of success in 2 years. I mean, look what he's turned Indiana into.
Incredible. I mean, try to think about it. I don't think anything has ever been close to this. A turnaround like this. I mean, Indiana they were like the laughing stock of college football forever.
Yeah, I can't I mean, I'd have to really sit back and try to think about like a program being turned around this quickly.
So do you think Indiana is now like of that upper echelon? When we say like we got Georgia and LSU, like is Indiana there, or is this just a magical, unbelievable run with the right coach at the right time?
Well,
and the right
I think
players?
I think that the problem that you just had, that at some point, and I think now's the time, you just mentioned 2 SEC schools. Right now,
like,
I mean,
we got Georgia and LSU. Like, is Indiana there, or is this just a magical?
I don't know, but the Big Ten now, with all the money they have to spend, is a real problem. Right? It's been we spent all this time, and you listen to whoever you want to listen to, like it's SEC and everybody else. No. It's not the SEC and everybody else. You saw what Indiana just did to Alabama.
It's the Big Ten and everybody else now.
Right. And the money's not going to stop because, like, I mean, look at the people that support Indiana. And now they have a national championship. They got this level of pride. They have a coach they believe in. Like his plan works. So, yeah, they're going to continue to go out and hit the portal. And I'm like, do you doubt that Cignetti's going to stop?
No, I don't. The thing that I find to be so amazing is talent-wise, like NFL. We'll talk to Mel.
Right, but this is the same thing that happens in college hockey now, though. Like he does it like it was. I listened to the Denver coach talk. He goes, I don't recruit first-round picks. I recruit second-round picks. Second-round picks stay 3 years. First-round picks leave after a year.
And the age of that team they're talking about last night on the broadcast is NFL caliber age.
23. The same age as Drake May. Like the average age of the team is 23 years old. You're playing against men.
Average age is 23 years old.
Right, you're playing men. Like that have had tons of football, like have tons of college football under their belt, right? In big moments, they're not going to make the same mistakes as a young player will make. College basketball is the same thing. It's why those teams that recruit the one and dones have such a hard time getting through a tournament.
It's very difficult. I mean, you saw Duke last year in the biggest moment, right?
Yeah,
semifinals against Houston, and they clammed up and they fell apart and they collapsed.
Tons of talent, but when push comes to shove, you get the experience of guys that maybe aren't as talented, but still in those moments can execute at a very high level. That's what Indiana is.
You look at Curt Cignetti, and you don't think that's a 65-year-old man.
No.
He doesn't look like a 65-year-old man.
Well, dye job probably. I mean, that helps.
Well, I'm just saying, but you don't get that impression. And then, it's like 65. He's not a young man. He's not.
Well, no, listen, John Harbaugh doesn't seem 63 either.
Mm-mm.
Right? I mean, you're as young as you feel, and I mean, this guy's got tons of energy. You can feel it. He's got tons of swag, tons of confidence, and his program is a beast right now.
He exudes confidence. Like every time you're like, "Uh-oh, what's happening?" And you look at him, you're like, "No, we'll be fine. It's going to be okay."
Yeah, you can. I mean, it's easy to see now, and I'm sure. Listen, I'll be one of those people that tell you I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on at James Madison, but. Like just watching him over the last couple of years, how he handles interviews, how he handles players, how he handles games. Like you can just, like it wouldn't be hard if you're like one of those. If you're a booster for Indiana and he sits down in a room and starts talking about his plan and what he wants to do, it'd be like, yeah, you know what?
Yeah, I'm buying in.
Yeah,
I'm buying in. Curt Cignetti, here he is. Did you think you'd ever get to this point? Did you think you'd ever win the national championship?
I knew in third grade I wanted to coach. I've told that story many a time. I wanted to be like a Bear Bryant kind of coach. But when I was waxing staff tables at IUP when school was shut down for the playoffs, I never really thought this was possible. But I just kept working and things happened and here we are.
I mean,
It's
I
awesome.
love that.
Paid his dues. Imagine no one in third grade that you want to be a coach. Like how many people in third grade decide that they want to be a coach? Most people want to play.
Right. Well, I mean, it was his dad, right? His dad was a very well-known, really, really good coach. And I guess
it's pretty simple. I win. Google me.
He's not wrong. That's what he does. He wins.
Are you? I love him. I know a lot of people are turned off by him. Mendoza, are you pro Mendoza the way he is, or are you anti that?
I'm pro him because that's who he is. It's not an act. Like there's some people.
It's not an act. No,
that's who he is, and you can see how his teammates respond to him. Like if Russell Wilson, when he acts that way, like it feels like it's kind of forced.
Phony, yeah.
And his teammates don't really respond to it. Like, hey, Russ, what are you doing? Like we're mid-flight. What are you doing high knees and stuff? Like you stop putting on the show. You know what I mean? That's not who you are. And then you see Mendoza, and this is him. He is a nerdy. He is a really good football player. That's a nerd. That wants to give credit to everybody else.
Very likable. Was going to go to Yale, committed to Yale.
That's understandable.
Right.
Like, I'll die on that field for my teammates. Like, How do you not love that if you're a teammate?
You couldn't script this any better, by the way. From there, wanted to go to Miami. Miami wanted no part of him. Commits to Yale, opts out of that and winds up at Cal. He's good at Cal. I remember watching him play a little bit at Cal. Then he transfers to Indiana, and then he beats Miami in the national championship game. You can't script that.
No, and now he's going to be the first pick in the draft.
Yeah.
I mean, what a run.
What a run is right. College football, man, it is great stuff. It really, it's theater. It was wonderful. All right, so let's do this. We'll take a break. 800-919-3776. You want to get involved in the college football, have at it. John Harbaugh, can I mention his press conference today, or is it premature? Noon today, John Harbaugh makes his introductory press conference with the Giants, and the Knicks stink. So everything on the table, 800-919-3776. Mel Kiper at, what time is Mel?
I don't know. Let's look at that fancy rundown. How about 8:10?
8:10, yeah, that's right. Because some of the guests are 7:40. Mel likes the 8:10 slot. So before Mel, we have, that's right, CMT. And I, for one, I love CMT. And I feel like the questions are elite. It's DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
Show your team spirit and say big only at Security Dodge during the Start Something New sales event. For a limited time, score an extra $500 off on top of all rebates and new incentives, just for coming in and wearing your favorite team's jersey or swag. High school, college, or pro, football, basketball, hockey, and every sport in between. It's easy to win big at Security Dodge in Amityville. Visit us today or shop 24/7 at securitydodge.com.
Benjamin Franklin, sir, I've just received news.
Speak.
They're multiplying you.
Multiplying me?
Yes, many times.
Multiple Benjamins?
Shall I stop it?
No.
Multiply your Benjamins with New York Lottery's Extra Multiplier Scratch-Off games. Play for the chance to multiply your winnings up to 100 times. Prizes up to $3 million.
I've won! I've multiplied myself! We won!
Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The post post-crib assembly press conference. Brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Here, just get one Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
That's right. Fernando is a national champion. And Indiana, the little basketball school all those years ago, is now a football power. Could you imagine spending $8,000-$10,000 on 2 tickets for the game last night?
No. I could imagine going down to Miami and then just to be a part of the celebration and the party for a couple days, but not spending that much money on tickets. No,
that's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
You never realize it. Indiana's alumni it's massive. It's extensive and it's massive and it's wealthy.
Right. I just don't like watching games. Like I prefer to watch a football game on my television.
Yeah, I agree.
Baseball, I love going to baseball games. Hockey games, I enjoy too, just because you get a real chance to see how
I like going to basketball games.
It depends on where I sit.
That's a nice game to go to.
I don't want to sound too bougie, but it depends on where I am sitting.
This is very Peter Rosenberg of you, you know.
Well, but I enjoy the being at home experience.
I like it too.
But I mean, I had the opportunity to sit down by the court, and that's unbelievable.
That's nice,
real nice.
You ever get announced at a game?
No.
Oh, on the jumbotron?
No.
Never.
Mm-mm.
No, and with us tonight is, you know him as number 39, one Rick DiPietro. And then everybody stands.
Only at the Mets game where they didn't really put our names. And we just sat there, and you're like, what do I do? What do I do?
I thought I was elite.
Oh, you were elite.
And that wasn't me. That was John.
No, we didn't know what to do when the camera was on us. You're like, what are we supposed to do? You're like, just wave.
Well, yeah, that's true.
And it was just 2 guys. It didn't say DiPietro and Rothenberg. It was just 2 guys on the jumbotron.
It's us.
Just smiling.
It was us. All right, so we talk about Curt Cignetti going to the NFL, not going to the NFL. This is not from after the game. This is before the game, and he had said it, and I've heard him say it many times. He has no interest in the NFL.
I'm not an NFL guy. I made that decision a long time ago when I went with Chuck Amato to NC State in 2000. I had a chance to go with the Packers, Tom Rosley, Mike Sherman. Favre was in his heyday, kind of like an assistant. I think Darrell Bevel got the job. Ended up taking the job. I declined the opportunity. I almost took it. That's when I made the final decision. Yeah, and I've always been more of a college football guy.
Yeah, I would be stunned if he wound up in the NFL. He told you for years he's not an NFL guy. He never wanted to coach the NFL.
Right. I mean, you're talking about a guy who knew in third grade he wanted to be a coach.
Right.
And then had an opportunity to go coach in Green Bay, which is an historic franchise with Brett Favre in his heyday. And it's like, no, I'll pass. Like, I'm a college guy. So, I mean, now he's at the top of the mountain. Like, some people just depending on what you want, right? I mean, a lot of coaches think that they, in college, like for me, it wasn't like I just dream of playing in college hockey. It's once I got to college, the next step was I wanted to play in the NHL. It's a stepping stone. So it's just part of the process. Is I coach, I go up the ranks, I get a college job, and then from there I have success, and I go to the NFL. For him, this is it. This is his pinnacle, is being the best college coach.
Well, he's doing a pretty darn good job of it right now.
He's doing an amazing job.
He's 26-2 at Indiana.
Did you see what their point differential was? Of course.
When I had seen it last week, I was like, well, that can't. It was like 400 something.
Yeah, they entered the game with a plus 473 point differential.
I don't know that I've maybe that kind of number has existed before. I don't know that I've ever seen it.
Tied Clemson, 2019. Most entering a national championship game.
That's insanity.
Yeah. Plus 473. It's wild.
Yeah, I've never heard of anything like that ever. Oh,
they were dominant, man. Look what they did to Alabama.
Oh, they dismantled Alabama.
Quit.
If you didn't know, you'd have thought that Indiana was Alabama.
Exactly right.
Right, that's the way they played. And I think a lot of the reason that people couldn't get on board all year is because it's Indiana, and at some point the other shoe's going to drop, and they'll turn back into Indiana because Indiana football is kind of comical. But Not this team.
No, not this team. Well, you're well coached. You got the Heisman winning quarterback. I mean, you have enough talent. You guys go play good football. I mean, that's a well coached, disciplined football team that makes big plays in big moments.
You know, it's funny. You say well coached, yes. Disciplined, yes, because that's what we've thought. They almost gave that game away last night. They had the second and like a yard. Then they jump false start.
Yeah.
Now it's 2nd and 6. Now they don't get the first down. Then they kicked a field goal, which is interesting because, you know, the series prior they didn't kick the field goal. They went for it and scored the touchdown. So then they kicked the field goal, and then Miami comes down the field led by a roughing the passer. So they were not playing like Indiana football, like the disciplined nature that they play. But in the end, they got the interception, take a couple knees, and they get out of there with the national championship.
Well, I also think that once you start getting to that, to that moment, right, when you're that close to being an undefeated national champion, that maybe nerves do kick in. Like, these are still, they're still kids, right? I know the average age is 23, but still, like, you're playing Miami in Miami. You can taste it. Like, you're only minutes away from winning a championship. I can understand that you're a little tight, but they got it done. Listen, Carson Beck, made a bad decision. Good play, right? Like, great coverage.
The receiver took the responsibility, whether it was his fault or not. He took responsibility. So
well, you could see as soon as the ball was snapped, you could see the safety come over, right? So now all of a sudden that corner knows that I can sit. Like, I don't have to. I'm not following this receiver stride for stride because I got help behind me, and he just undercut it, and that was it. Night.
And that was it. Yep, and that was it. Because you thought you might be watching like the end of one of the great games of all time.
It felt like it had that potential, yeah.
Yeah, and then that play ripped it all away. Let's go to Stamatis in Astoria. Hello, Stamatis. How are you?
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. Happy Tuesday to you.
Happy Tuesday to you.
All right, so I'm really calling about the national championship. What a wonderful, wonderful game to watch. What a story. It's going to make a hell of a Netflix movie at some point. It was just as good as it gets. Storybook ending, the drive, all of that. But last night, I went to the internet like everybody else, and then the debate ensued. People were arguing which team in the history of sports has had the toughest path to a championship in any sport, and people were arguing that this one was, one of the highest. And I argued back that I think it was the 07-08 Giants, followed by the 2011 Dallas Mavericks. And I was just curious, not to spark up a debate, but I'm just curious if you guys have any in your mind that maybe I forgot.
I'd have to sit and really think about it. I don't even remember the 11 Mavericks, like their entire road, to be honest with you. I'd have to look it up. The 07 Giants was insane. Was absolutely insane. They beat, the Bucks, which was a good win, not an incredible win. And then they beat the Cowboys, and then they beat the Packers, and then they beat the undefeated Patriots. That to me, and again, I'm probably biased here, goes down as maybe the greatest run of all time.
Look at the other side of last night's game, though. Had Miami found a way to win that game,
what they would have done?
Right, their path, though.
Yeah, beat what, Ohio State?
They beat A&M, Ohio State, Ole Miss, and then would have beaten undefeated Indiana team.
Yeah, on the road A&M, right?
Right, on the road A&M. Right, then they Ohio State. Then Ole Miss.
Listen, I think the path for Indiana to go 16-0, I don't take anything away. This Alabama team wasn't great. I know but they bludgeoned Alabama, but this was not. This was an all-time run. I'm not saying to win it is not all-time. I'm saying
I think it's an
all-time.
Right, I think it's just an all-time. When you go undefeated,
the whole story is all-time. Absolutely,
right, all-time. You're plus 473 going into the game. You make Alabama quit. It's just all of it. Like,
was that the highest degree of difficulty you've ever seen from a championship team? I would say probably not.
No, for me, in one season, no. But I think it's more like the way that they beat teams this year, and also like the story, right? The idea that this is Indiana in 2 years, all of a sudden now they're a college football powerhouse that's undefeated and win a national championship. Like how quickly that happened.
This is why people love sports. This is the exact reason that people can't get enough of the stuff. Why it's the best, reality television that there is that we have going. Because Indiana just won the national championship in football. And they beat Oregon, right? And they beat Alabama.
They hung 56 on Oregon.
Right. I mean, and they made these teams quit, and it's a story that will live forever. Forever. Doesn't matter what they ever do from now on, and they'll probably be good for a long time. This will live forever.
Right, but everyone also loves like a good underdog story. And not to say like just that Indiana. Yeah, right, but it's not an underdog story because they're good, but just like as a program. To be now no one was talking about Indiana football. Nobody. It was SEC teams. If it was the Big Ten, it was Ohio State. It was Penn State.
They lost to Notre Dame last year, right?
I believe so, yeah.
I think they lost to Notre Dame. They had that other quarterback who everyone thought was going to be really good, and they handed it over to Mendoza. So they have one regular season loss. They have the loss. I think that loss was the play-in round, and it was at Notre Dame. And now to respond and do this. But nobody bought into them. Did you see they were 100-1 odds to start the season?
Yeah, right. I mean, because it's not supposed to happen. I mean, last year they lost to Ohio State and they lost to Notre Dame in the playoff.
Right. So he doesn't even have a bad loss on his resume at Indiana.
No, it helps when you don't have a loss in a season.
But I'm saying he's got two losses, and it's the biggest of the big, right? Ohio State and Notre Dame.
Yeah, those are the teams. I mean, but Ohio State is the team. Michigan, Penn State. No one was talking about before that Cignetti. No one was talking about Indiana.
No. So now last 3 years it was what? Ohio State, Michigan, and Indiana.
That's right.
Have won the national championships. I think we are in the midst of a massive changing of the guard in college football. Why? Because the Big Ten has more money. That's why.
Money. That's why.
That's exactly why. All right, let's take a break. 800-919-3776. More in the national championship game. We'll look at the Giants and John Harbaugh, and that's a big day today. And then, of course, the Knicks and what they are doing, which is highly unimpressive. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Hi, I'm John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. You know what's interesting about the words personal injury? The first word is person. And at D'Agostino & Associates, that word means everything. That's because I handpick every person in our firm, from the pleasant professional person who answers your call to the experienced person litigating your case in court. Because every person in my firm is an extension of me, and the only way to exceed our clients' expectations is to deliver the highest level of personal service every single time. And that starts with hiring the right people. You see, we know that every client is a person too. Someone going through the toughest time in their lives and deserves to be more than just a file number. At D'Agostino & Associates, we put the person back in personal injury. So call 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222 and ask for me, John D'Agostino. And let's talk about your case, person to person. D'Agostino, law, bite back.
Not all F words are bad. Some are actually great, like fast, free fiber for 4 months. Yep, switch to Optimum Fiber for as low as $25 a month. Plus, for a limited time, you can get 4 months free, HBO Max included for 1 year, and a 5-year price lock. Don't wait, this free fiber deal won't last long, and the fastest, most reliable, most consistent internet speeds await you. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/free today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
More people trust their hearts to New York Presbyterian than any other hospital in New York. It's because New York Presbyterian has the most experienced cardiovascular doctors, treating a full range of heart conditions, from heart failure to valve repair, with the most advanced treatments. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital, based on U.S. News & World Report 2025 to 2026 cardiology, heart, and vascular surgery rankings.
Out on the course, they're the PGA Tour's best players. But in the arena, they're prime time. And Season 2 of TGL presented by SoFi is back with lights, cameras, action. We're talking big moments, big personalities, big names in the stands, all on the big screen. Big-time matchups with shot clocks, hammer drops, timeouts, overtime, and playoffs. It's city versus city, squad versus squad. The sport just hits different under the lights. It's TGL presented by SoFi. Keep up. It's golf. Tune into every match. Only on ESPN.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
We expect our information in real time. US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. We have CMT in a little more than an hour. I know RJ's been working diligently to come up with questions, and I respect him for that.
Well, he's a professional.
I'm not going to say anything negative about RJ.
Well, how could you? You are RJ.
We are one.
Yeah, you'd be saying it about yourself.
That's right. I think I'm great, so I think RJ's great.
We all know you think you're great.
What does that mean?
You know exactly what that means.
Wouldn't it be worse if I looked at myself, I was like, man, I stink? You want me to think I'm good, no?
No, I want you to have confidence.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, like I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I appreciate it.
No, I love RJ. I love Raymond too, but I'm leery of Raymond today.
Stay away from Raymond today.
I'm walking on eggshells around Ray.
Right. I mean, this is let him have his space, and then hopefully he gets a nice night of sleep tonight, and he's
How is he going to get a nice night of sleep tonight? The Rangers play tonight.
I don't know. I'm trying to be an idea guy. Maybe he goes home after the show and takes a nice little nap.
I think there's some truth in that. I think there's a real possibility of a good, solid post-show nap for him today.
Maybe it's one of those days that some random person just leaves him a ducky in his window.
And that buoys him?
Right. That gives him the energy he needs. An energy duck.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I don't think you have it in you to be nice to him for the whole rest of the show and all day tomorrow.
Well, no one said tomorrow.
Zero chance.
Well, first of all, why tomorrow?
Zero chance.
Well, because he's not really sleeping much tonight.
Yeah, right. But he's got a whole day to sleep.
Yeah, but I think it'll be a similar circumstance tomorrow.
No, but I think we're being very kind to him. Why would you think that we can't give today and tomorrow and be nice?
It's too long. Too long.
Yeah, you're asking a lot. I don't know
see what he's doing here. He's trying to test us.
Right.
It's a 10 p.m. puck drop tonight. What time do you have to be back? You could take a 5-hour nap when you get home.
I could try, but sleeping that long during the day that's a tough proposition.
Well, you got to adjust, okay?
Yeah, you have the opportunity, take it. Otherwise, this is a chance that we have a Bobrovsky-Nedeljkovic situation tomorrow in the studio.
Get it? Who would be? Who
would be Bob? Yeah.
I would say Dave's probably Bob.
Why do I don't want to fight Ray?
No, actually, I take that. Well, I don't know. See how this turns out.
Bob bounced off him
I think that Ray's probably Bob because he comes after you.
Why would he come after me? I've done nothing to incite him.
Because you can't. Because RJ's not wrong. You can't help yourself.
I think there's a better chance that you incite him than I incite him.
No.
Yes.
No. I'm a nurturer.
You're not a nurturer.
That's exactly what I am.
No, you're an energy suck is what you are.
I lead with woo. That's what I lead with.
No.
Yep.
No.
It says it right here.
I have competition. Is what that drives me.
That's number one on my list is competition.
How do you both lead with woo is what I want to know.
I don't lead with woo. Who's in my list?
Number one for me, no one more competitive. And then I focus on harmony. And then woo!
There's no way you focus on harmony.
Yeah, of course.
You clearly lied during this
I did.
process.
Why would I lie?
RJ, do you think, does he scream harmony?
Oh, absolutely. RJ, I want everyone to get along.
Yeah, at times.
Yeah, see?
But you scream, you try to make people so uncomfortable. You live for it.
You do have like a 5% of the time where you just throw verbal grenades into a room and walk out.
Sure, because I like to entertain myself, and that can be fun at times.
But how is that figured into your formula though?
That's not harmonious.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Harmony is me, and then I got woo. Then I'm adaptable, like a chameleon, and then I get every ounce I can out of myself because I'm a maximizer.
Is that yourself, or you maximize people around you?
Everything.
Yeah.
Did you finagle your way into the press conference yet?
Is this like a Derrick Rose SAT situation? Did someone take this for you?
No, I did it all by myself. Now I'm getting emails from the Gallup poll all the time now.
Dave gets every drop out of himself.
Every drop.
That doesn't shock me at all.
That's right. Always have, always will.
No truer thing has ever been said on the show.
That's right.
Woo! Is that all you got? Give me more.
I got everything I have I put into this show. Everything. So much so that even though I get emails daily now, over and over from Gallup, I welcome them because I'm adaptable.
What was the other email we kept getting? I kept getting
the office emails.
Coffee machine.
Coffee machine.
Visitors.
It's down. It's back. It's broke. It's
coffee machine updates.
I'll tell you what. There's nothing more resilient here, or no one, than that coffee machine. It bounces back. Every morning I come in, I don't know if it's going to work. There it goes. I press that button. Away it goes.
Yeah.
It knows
always
I need
works
it.
for you, huh?
That's too dangerous a game to play. I don't want to play that game.
It knows I need it.
What would happen if you went an entire day with not a cup of coffee?
I'd be very unaware.
He won't though. He'll run to Starbucks. He can't. He can't do it.
I would never let it get.
So
to
this
that
is
point.
not healthy. You have a real addiction.
You might be an addict.
Yeah, 2 coffees
hours aren't healthy.
2 coffees a day.
Then again, if he's an addict, what am I?
Listen, routine is everything.
I agree.
Yeah, but RJ, you shouldn't be that reliant on the caffeine.
What do you want him to be reliant on? Something else other than the caffeine?
No, he's not reliant on sleep. I mean, then he needs it, man.
So it's a crutch.
No, I think it's a.
No, it's a crutch. It's a crutch.
It's a crutch.
Crutch.
It's part of my routine.
It's an addiction.
No, 2 coffees.
It's okay. Listen, it's not a heroin addiction, but it's an addiction.
2 coffees a day is not an addiction.
What would you rather he be hooked on?
It's like his vitamins. He needs them.
Well, it's not healthy for you.
I don't think caffeine is. I don't think a couple cups of coffee is bad for you.
Yeah, black coffee's okay.
Okay.
I think the science behind caffeine is pretty solid.
Yeah, Dr. Dave, give me your background here.
You go to your primary care. You say I'm having 3 to 5 cups of coffee a day.
I said 2.
You don't have to.
Is this the action of a harmonizer?
Right? Does Gallup say that you're a liar?
There's a
lying
There's
on the list?
lot of harmony being generated right now.
Who took your exam for you?
I took my exam.
I don't see liar on
and
this
I
list.
registered and everything. It was heroic.
Registered for what?
I did.
Embellisher,
I had
maybe?
to enter information.
You didn't have to register
I got
for
codes.
anything.
I got to copy and paste codes.
Stretcher of truths.
It was incredible.
He's got Pinocchio-like tendencies.
Steve Gallup called. He's like, what you've just done.
Steve Gallup? Is that who
the
it is?
inventor of the Gallup poll?
Yes, the inventor of the Gallup poll called me. He's like, honestly, we don't often do this, but what you have done, incredible.
You've shown so much harmonizing and woo that we needed to call you.
I said, you know what? I do that with woo.
You're an idiot.
I do that with woo.
You don't do anything with woo. You do everything. Here's what I will say. The maximize one, I couldn't agree more with. And I think it's more maximizing the people around you.
Yeah, what are you maximizing?
I maximize everything.
He maximizes people's talent. Look at him. Look at all the careers that he's sent on their way. He'll tell you the list. Just ask him. He's got it written down.
I do have a whole list. I got Mina Kimes. I got Mike Golick Jr. You name, I got him. I got Chris Sims.
Dude, I watched the Michael Irvin SNL skit again yesterday.
Oh man,
so good, right?
He's like, "Your name's Michael. My name's Michael." What is that? That
our
means
daddy.
We got the same dad.
We got the same dad. It's funny. He took the field last night for the coin flip, and I was like, "Oh my!" Like I felt like I was watching an SNL skit.
It's unbelievable.
So good.
He was wearing the shirt from the skit.
It was the same
It's
shirt.
the
yeah.
same shirt.
I think he's been wearing the same shirt the whole time.
Well, that's the thing. That's why they wore that shirt in the skit.
Yeah,
fantastic.
That would be pretty awesome.
I love getting a pep talk from Ray Lewis before the last drive.
I guess Jason Taylor's on the staff. I didn't realize
yes,
that.
he's on the staff. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until last night. No, whatever. I mean, it was a good game. Very enjoyable.
Pretty awesome though. Can you imagine that though? Like being
around those guys,
all the time.
Ray Lewis had quite the outfit on last night.
That whole thing. I mean, that was just in general. That whole thing was awesome last night.
Yeah, it doesn't often live up to the hype it did last night.
Well, the playoffs hadn't lived up to the hype largely. That probably saved it.
Well, there's certain brands that are just good for college football when they're good. Like I don't care how they get good, but like when USC comes back, like when Texas came back, Miami making a comeback, it's good for the sport.
Yeah, Miami is good for the brand. I agree.
Miami was the team for a long time.
Oh my! They were unstoppable.
They were unbelievable.
Look at that. What's the year, Ray? Is it the 2001 Miami Hurricanes?
01, that might be the greatest team ever.
Look at the amount of NFL talent on that team.
Yeah, it's like them, that what is it, 95 Nebraska, the LSU Joe Burrow team. That's your conversation.
I think the big marquee guys, Joe Burrow, that team, yes. But I think as far as just top to bottom, most NFL talent,
and not for nothing, but Mendoza's like Exhibit A because that area of the country probably has the most talent.
Well, they have a ton of
when it comes
talent,
to football,
and now they have the money to retain it.
Yeah,
like Broward County. I mean, it's become like a tech hub, and
Broward. I didn't know that Broward County's a tech hub.
Well, I mean, you get that Fort Lauderdale area. There's a lot of Miami rollover, like city wise.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's money there to retain the talent that was leaving that area now. Like
the Lamar Jacksons of the world.
There's a lot of money flowing through the University of Miami now. So sometimes the world kind of moves away from you, and sometimes it comes back into your orbit. Like certain schools now are benefiting from Miami was always good at football, but now they have the money to.
Well, they dipped off though. They were not. There was a time where it was just like, ugh, Miami football.
And Cristobal's an outstanding recruiter. You team that up with pockets, bags full of money, and you have instant success.
Instant success. Patty Schenectady. Patty, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Good morning. And you ever hear before I get to my point, you ever hear the story on the 01 Hurricanes where Willis McGahee had to get moved to fullback because they were so deep at running back that he couldn't crack the depth chart, so he had to play fullback in 01 for Miami? That's crazy.
Crazy. It's insane. That team, I'm bringing up the roster of that team. Wait till you hear this.
Crazy. Antrell Roll on special teams. But anyways, my point is that I know that definitely not a fluke, and I'm absolutely not calling that. This was a great run by Indiana, top to bottom, especially, in 2 years doing it with Cignetti. But the point I want to bring up is, if anything comes out of this, it's that Curt Cignetti won or has begun to win the NIL era in the sense of he's not worried about, Rick kind of mentioned this earlier, he's not worried about necessarily getting the 5-star recruit out of high school, but he'd rather get the 3.5-star that's played 12 or 18 games for Tulane or for, Buffalo, and then they come over and play inside linebacker for him. And that's what I think you're going to see more in college football. You saw it last year with St. John's in college basketball, where Rick Pitino was basically like, we're not recruiting high schoolers. We're just going to get guys that have tons of experience and bring them in. And Curt Cignetti showed that with the right coaching, you don't need to go get the flashy. Yes, you need the quarterback. Yes, you need stars across the board. But it's more about building the talent around what your culture is. And that's why I'm happy to see Indiana win.
I think it's a great story, and I think you're right that, and this has been the age-old discussion in college basketball. Would you rather have the 5-star amazing player for 1 year, or would you rather build around a bunch of kids that are they're good players, they're 3 stars, but they're going to be with you for 3 or 4 years?
Right, and I think that's what Cignetti does. I mean, I've seen that happen in college hockey also, and you just mentioned college basketball. Now, I mean, it's going to be up to. Now it's going to be up to some of these teams that don't have the kind of NIL money that the Penn States, the world, of the Ohio States, or the Big Ten teams have is how they now pivot. Right? Like if you can't, I just think you can't compete with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are teams that have money, there are teams that don't, and so how does what's the way that you get the edge now?
Right.
And maybe it is recruiting maybe it is recruiting the high school kid.
Right.
That's the 5-star.
You turn it back to the way it used to be. I have the 01 Miami roster. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's crazy.
Willis McGahee, Najee Davenport. Stop me when I get to Hall of Famers. Andre Johnson.
Yeah.
That's one.
Right. Ken Dorsey was a good quarterback. Clinton Portis. Frank Gore.
Hall of Famer.
Right? Vernon Carey is a very good player. Who else do we have here?
Yeah, Vince Wilfork.
Bryant McKinney. Kellen Winslow. Vince Wilfork. Jeremy Shockey. Roscoe Parrish. I mean, are you kidding me?
Ed Reed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Ed Reed as well was on the team. Jonathan Vilma was on that team. DJ Williams was on that team. Jerome McDougal was on that team. William Joseph was on that team.
Wow.
Philip Buchanan was on that team.
That's
a
loaded
crazy.
Team. Yeah, that's a lot of talent. That's a lot of talent.
I mean, you're looking at how many Hall of Famers on that team.
Right. I mean, you'd think, though, too, the idea of playing in Miami, how awesome that would be.
Amazing. And the school is gorgeous.
School's gorgeous. I mean, weather, all of that. Just being in Miami.
Right. And most of those guys are from that area. So they're living out their childhood dream to play for Miami.
Yeah, my physical therapist has his 2 sons go to Miami, and his daughter goes to Ole Miss. So he went to he said it was awesome. He went to the Miami Ole Miss game. He said it was amazing.
Who was he rooting for?
I think he was just rooting for
just watching,
good football. Yeah,
just taking it in
for the party.
Mm-hmm.
Can't pick sides there, right? You got one.
I guess not.
Right.
I guess not. Let's quickly go to Joe in Ocean Gate. Joe, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey, morning, guys. How are you?
Good. What's going on, Joe?
Good. Also, I'm gonna defend RJ with the coffee because absolutely, coffee is key to functioning properly. And then I'm gonna
you don't
do a
think
huge
there's
shout out to
a small problem with the fact that if you don't have a cup of coffee that you can't function properly?
Actually, well, they actually say caffeine is good for you if it's obviously not, you're not crushing, Red Bulls or the energy drinks. I think are probably way worse. Coffee is pretty healthy for you, especially if you're going to drink it black too. And then I want to defend Ray for being a hard worker and the lack of sleep because I was in Denver actually over the weekend meeting the in-laws. My son got engaged. And
congratulations.
Coming back.
Hang on a
Thank
second,
you.
though. What do you mean you're defending Ray? Who's attacking Ray?
No, what you just say, just like the whole sleep thing and how hard of a worker he is. Because I know
we've always said that. We've never deviated from that one time.
All right. Well, I'm just giving Ray an
yes. You want to give Ray props? Give Ray props.
All right. Cool. So then, so the championship game last night, well, actually with the playoff stuff, I was watching the Pat McAfee streams. Those are pretty entertaining. And then the Cignetti, he looks just like a leader of men. I think he would be good in the NFL. Cause he's sitting there, the game's going on. He's just taking notes, looking up. You could tell he got his coaches doing what they're supposed to be doing. And he's just, leading and just managing. And I think he would be, great in the NFL, but, he's gonna be good for a while, and I'm looking forward to the interview or the conference today with Harbaugh. So I'm just looking forward to that. Finally, Dave, is there anything that Harbaugh could do to make you think that he ain't going to be like the Adam Gase crazy eye thing or something like that?
Come on.
Okay, cool, awesome. I'm excited.
First of all,
go Giants!
Happen. The guy is buttoned up. He's a professional. He's great. He's a wonderful man. He's a great human being. He's a humanitarian. All of it.
2 to 3 cups of coffee,
though, which I didn't love.
You didn't wear what?
He didn't wear a jacket.
So what?
Well, it's cold.
He probably took it off when he got in the building. Maybe.
No, he was walking outside with no jacket.
They dropped him off right in front. No.
He walked from the parking lot into the facility
He's
with
tough.
no jacket on.
I like it. He's tough.
It was noticeable.
It's not soft like you are. Man,
you don't have a jacket?
I don't need a jacket.
Oh, okay.
I'm going from the car to the building.
I see you wear those like furs.
Yeah, that's if it's freezing cold and I got to walk around the city. Not being dropped off in front of the building.
He was walking in the parking lot hand in hand with his wife. So I'm soft because I wear a jacket? At least I don't have this caffeine crutch like you guys.
I'm reading it right now. 2 to 3 cups of coffee a day is good for you. Longer life, better for your memory, antioxidants.
Why
all
stop
sorts
there?
It can reduce body fat. Maybe you need some of this. Helps fight cancer. I mean, all these benefits. Lower your risk of depression. Enhance your liver health.
Yeah, it's a massive addiction that our
prevent gout.
So I think the real question is becoming, why aren't you trying some?
Because I'm not one of those people that jumps on the bandwagon.
I get it. You run the wing tea offense.
That's right.
He drinks tea like it doesn't have caffeine in it. Tea has caffeine in it.
I drink 1 tea twice a week.
Listen, you keep 3 yards in a cloud of dust. We got 5 receivers out here. We're just sling the ball around.
Let's just do shots. Let's do espresso shots.
You want to?
This man doesn't need to generate energy is what he's telling you. He generates his own energy.
Now you got it, Raymond. As sleepy as Raymond is, I am my own caffeine.
First down. Let's hand the ball off. Second down.
Let's take a break. We'll come back, and we'll get into the Knicks. No caffeine there. DNR with you, ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads. Here is Debbie Duhaime.
DNR, good morning. Congrats to national champions Fernando Mendoza in Indiana. Let's see what's going on, guys. On the Cross Bronx West, tough ride getting out toward Rosedale Ave. A disabled truck. Troubles on the LIE West at Sunnyside Boulevard. Accident blocking 3 lanes and the eastbound belt by the Verrazano. A car fire heating things up. Traffic is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org. I'm Debbie Duhaime, 880 ESPN, New York.
Hey, hockey fans. Now with BetMGM, you can win a share of $10,000 in bonus bets when your anytime goal scorer nets 3. Enter BetMGM's Hat Trick Jackpot all season long for your chance to win some major bonus bets. It's easy. Just log in and opt into the promotion. Then make an anytime scorer bet on any hockey game of at least $10. If your player of choice scores 3 goals instead of just 1, you'll win your share of the $10K in bonus bets. There's nothing quite like watching a game with a hat trick, especially when it means you could win a share of $10,000 in bonus bets. Ready to shoot your shot? Download the app today. BetMGM. Make it legendary.
BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. New Jersey only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards or bonus bets that expire in 7 days.
Show your team spirit and save big only at Security Dodge during the Start Something New sales event. For a limited time, score an extra $500 off on top of all rebates and new incentives just for coming in and wearing your favorite team's jersey or swag. High school, college, or pro, football, basketball, hockey, and every sport in between. It's easy to win big at Security Dodge in Amityville. Visit us today or shop 24/7 at securitydodge.com.
Hi, this is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. I've talked about how a construction accident took my father's leg. The heavy prosthetic he wore looked nothing like the high-tech limbs we have today. It was crude wood and metal, held together by bolts that dug into his skin and left painful ulcers. But the thing I remember about my dad is how he never complained. He put on his prosthetic leg and he went to work. He coached my baseball teams, danced, sang karaoke, and even loved to travel. He may have limped, but he always held his head up high and he lived with dignity. At D'Agostino & Associates, I spent over 35 years building a law firm that helps accident victims and those in need of their Social Security disability benefits. We fight till our clients get the money and dignity they deserve. So call us today at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey. So don't tell me personal injuries aren't personal. I know what they can cost a family. I've been there and I'll be there for you. D'Agostino Law, bite back.
Not all F words are bad. Some are actually great, like fast, free fiber for 4 months. Yep, switch to Optimum Fiber for as low as $25 a month. Plus, for a limited time, you can get 4 months free, HBO Max included for 1 year, and a 5-year price lock. Don't wait. This free fiber deal won't last long, and the fastest, most reliable, most consistent internet speeds await you. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/free today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for three.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
And the celebration begins. Curt Cignetti has led the Indiana Hoosiers to the national championship.
To have this kind of success in 2 years. Look what he's turned Indiana into.
Incredible.
I knew in third grade I wanted to coach. I just kept working and things happened, and here we are.
In one of the great coaching jobs of all time, in one of the great turnarounds in American sports history.
I don't think anything has ever been close to a turnaround like this.
The Indiana Hoosiers are football national champions.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I win. Google me.
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
How prophetic that was, huh? It's pretty simple. Look at my record. Google me.
Well, I mean, just how important that is just in general, right? I mean, it's we'll sit here talking about John Harbaugh in his press conference. It's like you walk into a locker room and you have that kind of track record. It's like, I mean, and you say with that level of confidence, and right, Google me. Like, so you Google Curt Cignetti, and you're like, well, he's right. He wins.
That's all he does is win.
So whatever he's doing works. So as a player that's new to the team, is new to the way he coaches, like there's a level of trust you have already just because you know whatever he's teaching you works.
You have to. You have to believe in him and moving forward. I mean, he's done the hard part now. He's completely revamped the organization and made a perennial loser into a perennial winner. And now you'd think it would be easier moving forward from here because they have the money, they have the donors, and now they have the credibility.
All right, not to mention the fact that the most important position, they have a Heisman Trophy winner, which also makes that easier. Right? Like, I mean, if there's a certain way that you win and it's not conducive to your quarterback, let's say, and we play great defense and we run the hell out of it, we just ask you to kind of manage games, and that's all we ask you to do. I mean, are you necessarily going to get the best quarterback prospects? Maybe not. But if I have Mendoza just win the Heisman Trophy, he's going to be the first overall pick in the draft, what that does for you.
It's amazing that they've done this. It really is. It's one of the great stories, and like Sean McDonough said, in American sports history. I got an email from Eric. It says, if RJ does not have his 2 cups of coffee for a couple of days, headaches, sweats, anxiety, if the answer to any of those is yes, he's an addict.
Wow. No, I don't have any of those things.
There's none of those.
So could you go the next 2 days without a sip of caffeine?
Well, I could, but why would I? It helps me.
Right, why punish himself for that?
Just to see if you could.
Of course he could.
You could stop at any time.
Mm-hmm.
It helps me remain
That's what they
sharp.
always say.
Listen, if it makes the show better and it's legal, what are we talking about?
Yeah, right.
We don't all have addictive personalities like you.
Right. How about you get on a plane without drugging yourself?
Yeah.
See how that works.
Why would I do that?
Or set foot in a casino anywhere.
I can go in a casino. I went in a casino in St. Martin.
Oh.
Was dancing in the casino.
And when did you get out? How long were you in there?
Why were you dancing? You were under the influence of drugs?
In the casino.
No, I was watching all the football.
Dave was the John Hamm meme.
I mean, if anything, let's look at your track record. Can't go to casinos, drugs on planes, tried to fight a man at the sports book there.
I didn't try to fight him.
It's a sketchy past it.
I used to make bongs. that you would hide in a piano?
Well, I didn't really make it. My friend made it, and I really housed it.
Have you done crack? Thrashed the Dunkin' Donuts, blamed it on other people.
I didn't thrash it.
Listen, if anything, there's a lot of checkered past that we're looking back on for you.
Yeah, because I live. When I get to the end and I'm about to go, it's not going to be like, what was your great accomplishment? I had 2 cups of coffee every day.
Could you imagine?
Time to keep myself motivated. No, I did stuff, baby.
Could you imagine Dave Rothenberg as a draft prospect? And he's got all sorts of red flags in his background. And they ask him about, like, well, what about I lived, okay? I lived.
That's right. Mike Borgonzi, I lived.
I mean, we could do a little edible or smoke a little boubange.
And just because I'm honest about it.
I can't see that going over well in the draft.
I feel like you'd be off like 26 draft boards.
Yeah, but the ones that love me would love me.
Until they give you a ton of money, and then God knows, where's Dave? Who knows?
You know why? Because they'd be like, what makes you tick? You know what makes me tick? Woo. That's what makes me tick.
You'd be Lawrence Taylor.
Adaptability.
Driving by Old Giant Stadium. Why are those lights on?
Now I have all sorts of hypotheticals.
You know what I am? You know what I am, sir? I'm a maximizer. You know what I thrive in? Competition.
How does Dave react to the Jeff Ireland question? The old Tez Bryant.
Well, I don't think well.
Menace.
Well, I don't think anybody should react to that question well. It's a terrible question.
It was a question that was asked.
Doesn't make it right.
Not at all.
No, that was a terrible question. All right, let's get to the Knicks. I wish we didn't have to have this conversation. I said to Raymond yesterday, I said, Ray, I was like, the Knicks, I don't feel very good about it. He goes, they haven't played with Brunson. They haven't had Josh Hart. Calm down. Well, that yesterday might have been the worst performance of the entire season. And you now had a comfortable lead where you're like, oh, they're going to be the 3 and definitely get a home court series. And you're not getting the 1. Feels like that ship has sailed. And now all these teams, they're right there with you. You are hanging on by a thread for that 3 seed right now at the moment.
Well, 3 seed, I mean, you're 25-18. You have Orlando's in 6th at 23-19.
That's what I'm saying. Like you could have another bad 10 days and be in the 7 spot.
Yeah, they got to figure this out. I'm not buying into the whole right. They're just, I mean, the schedule after the NBA Cup. I mean, do they look tired? Yeah, they look tired. But like, at what point does that stop being an excuse?
Well, and you know what? Let's be fair. You prioritize the NBA Cup, which really, for all actuality, meant almost nothing, and now you have nothing left, and you're halfway through the season.
They better figure it out. I mean,
you better figure it out.
Now with the schedule is the time to do it. I mean, they're back there healthy. They got a couple days, and they got the Nets, and they got a couple more days. So like now is the time to figure it out. But it's just, I mean, it's they still have some of the same problems that we've talked about. Now, at the beginning of the year, they were just the way that they were scoring the basketball. You would say it like they got to you got to outscore the Knicks, but just defensively, like especially when they're not making their shots. Where they 0 for 10 to start the game from 3,
terrible.
And all of a sudden now you got a young team that's going to go get out and run. And your team's not getting back. You're not getting set up on defense, and you get exposed. And that's what happened in the first half of that game. I mean, how many wide open threes did Max Christie have?
How about defending the 3? How about defending the lane?
Every 3? How about defending? Period.
Right. Well, they're not a defensive team, and you knew that. We said they're not a defensive team, but they're going to outscore you. But on nights that you can't shoot the basketball, your lack of defense is glaring.
Yeah, it's glaring on top of the fact that you're playing a team that had how many injuries that they were dealing with.
How many? I don't know that I've ever seen a game where they had more injuries.
I mean, they just start listing them off.
Davis and of Kyrie Irving. I mean, you go with P.J. Washington, you go up and down. They don't have anybody. Derek Lively's out. I mean, you name them, they're hurt.
Gafford was out. I mean, like they did no one. And still.
And they didn't beat you, by the way.
No, they bludgeoned you.
They humiliated you. You should never fall behind a team like that by 30 points at home, ever.
Ever. I mean, they shot 56% from the floor. They shot 55% from 3 in the first half, Dallas. That's just not good enough. I mean, it really isn't. So I don't know exactly how you fix it because it feels like these problems aren't going to go away unless you think it's strictly an effort thing.
I think effort's a large part of it.
I think effort's a big part of it, too. But I also think that when you see this team play against a younger, more athletic, longer team, they struggle.
I.e. Orlando, right?
Right. They're not very big. And, I mean, they don't They don't get back on defense. Their transition defense isn't very good.
That's terrible. Well, here's the thing. Everybody wanted Tibbs out, right? Got to move on from him. He's too difficult. He's so set in his ways. He won't play the bench. Okay, well, I said it, and I stand by it. We'll see when we get to the postseason because you can't really sit and judge right now. But if they don't make the Eastern Conference Finals at a bare minimum, this has been a massive failure of a season.
Well, here's the thing, and I think that this is something that is not just NBA. It's just sports in general, and it's probably a conversation that we should start having now. Is it doesn't matter as a coach what you want to be. You have to be what you are, right? Like you can go into a season, I don't care what the sport is, hey, this is the kind of style we'd like to play. Until you see what that style looks like in the players that you haven't recognized, well, you know what, for this group of players, that isn't necessarily what's going to work the best. So I know Mike Brown wants to play with pace and he wants to play fast and everything else, but is that what this team is? Because right now it doesn't look like that's what this team is.
Well, you have to have a little bit of defense.
Well, but I mean, when you want to play like it's as fast as he wants to play, he wants to go up and down, up and down. Like, do I have the guys to do that? Is that how this team is supposed to? Is that how this team was built? It's like when RJ said about Steve Wilkes. He's like, Steve Wilkes' defense is not going to work with this group of players, so you got to adapt. Like, if I can't get back on defense, what were the fast break points? 32-6.
That was terrible.
Or 34-6.
The whole game long. And if you ask the average NBA fan, even like a real NBA fan, you walk me through some of these guys on the Mavericks, you wouldn't have known. You didn't know these guys. These aren't household names.
Yeah, but it didn't matter. I mean, these guys, I don't care who it is.
There lies the problem.
You get open threes, you're going to make them. And for whatever reason, Najee Marshall just dices up the Knicks. I think he averages like 26.
Max Christie, Najee Marshall, Cooper Flagg played well yesterday. Like I can live with Cooper Flagg playing well.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's an undermanned Dallas team. You're not playing good basketball. You got Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson back, and that's what we get? Like, and I don't know if that's just that they're tired or they just went into that game thinking, hey, look at all these injuries. We're at full strength. We're at home. We'll just lace them up and go win. But that's not. It's just there's still NBA players you're playing against.
It was bad. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say. I mean, the Knicks, and I'm sorry, and I've said this, and Raymond has gotten angry at me, and I'm not trying to incite anybody. I don't know if you win a championship or even get to an NBA Finals with Karl Anthony Towns as your second best player. I don't think he's that kind of player.
Yeah, you'll have to see it before you believe it. I mean, then you got OG and Mikal Bridges played, 64 minutes and combined for 16 points. They had the other day where Karl Anthony Towns didn't get back on defense. That was listening to Allen. Allen actually made a good point. It's like, because they start off 0 for 10. It's like you can see that affect their effort getting back when they miss the shot. It's not like miss the shot and then get back on defense. It's like, oh, I missed the shot, and then, no, we're not going to really run back on defense.
Why
and now your defense is not set.
Allen actually made a good point.
I didn't mean it like that. I thought he made a good point.
Oh, okay.
He makes lots of good points.
Well, no, the way you made it sound like Allen is full of moronic points, but he actually made a good point.
No, that's not what I said.
That's
a good
just
point.
The way it came across to me. Okay, that's fine.
I didn't mean it like that. Allen made a good point.
There you go.
That's what I meant.
Okay, that's good. So all right, so let me ask you. Let's ask everyone. 800-919-3776. Where is your level of concern with this team right now?
In like what it is terms like scale-wise?
You can dissect it and give me an answer however you'd like. Where is your concern at?
Right now, I'm concerned. I mean, I'm not panicked, but I'm concerned. I don't like how this looks at all. Like I still see a lot of the same problems, and I don't know like at what point. And listen, I mean, part of the reason why Mike Brown got hired is because he's his ability to collaborate and everything else. But like at a certain point, I think you got to take a step back and be like, okay, for the players that we have, is this style going to get us where we want to go? Or is it just helping to expose our weaknesses? Because you're not good defensively. Like Jalen Brunson's not good defensively.
No.
Karl Anthony Towns is not good
defensively. The problem is you're kind of disjointed, right? You have a bunch of guys that can score. They can score. And then you have a bunch of guys that can play defense. And then you have a bunch of guys that can't play defense. And I mean, I don't think you're a particularly like rugged team. I think you're kind of a soft team. I don't know when you.
I don't know if
Detroit,
you're built right. I don't know if you're built to go up and down the floor the way that they're trying to go up and down the floor.
So then, what are they built to do?
I think they're probably built to be maybe like slow the pace down because all you're doing is creating more opportunities for the other team too. The more pace you play with, the more possessions. It means
maybe it's not the right way. That's how they play.
Right, but that's what I'm saying, though. At what point do you just recognize that this is not the way we can play?
And just change it on a dime in the middle of the season?
Go back to what you were, or more of what you were.
You don't have the coach to do that now, though.
Well, but you don't. He should be able to figure that out. I mean, I would hope that a coach in the NBA doesn't have strictly one system he can play.
I agree with you, but I don't think it's going to change. I don't think you're going to see a different, a defensive-minded, slow down the pace a little bit Knicks team. This is who they are. This is who they're going to be.
Well, but I'm not saying defensive-minded. I'm saying give yourself the ability to get back and give yourself a chance to stop people.
Or how about
having
just
your
emphasize
defense,
make it a priority.
Set. Well, right, but I mean that's again you're going to have nights, and that's why Tibbs was so hell bent on the defense part. You're just not going to shoot well.
I totally get it.
So, I got to give myself a chance, as opposed to what you saw last night where they had no chance.
But the thing about defense is all it is effort. All it is want. That's all it is.
But even with Tibbs, we were having conversations about how bad their transition defense was. Guys weren't getting back.
Yeah, but their half-court defense was better than this. This is embarrassing.
That wasn't good.
And if they can't score, now you're in big trouble.
Right, I think that I was reading some stuff like what Deuce was saying. They were winning early and they were scoring. I mean, they were scoring the hell out of the basketball. So I mean, it covers up for your deficiencies. But all of a sudden now you get off to a slow start. You're not shooting well, and the other team gets out and runs on you, and your defense isn't set, and they're getting wide open threes all over the place. Then you're screwed.
All right, let's take a break. Come back. We'll hear from Deuce, who says a couple things that I think will make you scratch your head, and I don't think you'll be thrilled. Where is your level of concern with the Knicks? 800-919-3776. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Why do you go to Princeton Longevity Center?
We go to Princeton Longevity Center because my husband's cardiologist told him having this exam saved his life.
Because somehow 20 turned into 40, and now I need to take my health more seriously. The Princeton Longevity Center designed a program to keep me healthy and active, so 50 and 60 will be no sweat.
Because even though my cholesterol is high, it turned out my arteries are clear. That's a big relief.
Whether you want to make the most of your future years or just want peace of mind, you need the Princeton Longevity Center. Their comprehensive preventive exam combines the latest technology with caring experts to create your personal plan for staying well.
Because I shouldn't have to wait an hour for a 10-minute physical. I go to Princeton Longevity Center because I get everything done in one day and take my results home with me.
Find out why you need Princeton Longevity. Call 888-8000-PLC or go to PrincetonLongevityCenter.com. Call 888-8000-PLC. That's 888-8000-PLC.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
FanDuel is turning on playoff mode. All customers get a profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. Each game day during the championship round, you'll find a pack loaded with multiple profit boosts waiting for you in the app. More boosts means more ways to level up your playoff bets. You can pick the matchups you believe in, take your shot on an upset, or build a parlay that fits the moment. Whatever you like, bet it. Only on FanDuel. Then apply your profit boosts and go after even bigger payouts while the playoffs keep rolling. Each game day during the championship round, you'll find a pack loaded with multiple profit boosts waiting for you in the app. So visit FanDuel.com/local and grab your profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For over the gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-568-3344. 800-568-3344. 800-568-3344.
Oh, this is sad. Very sad.
Oh, what's the matter?
Well, you know what he's doing. He's playing the Knicks are free falling.
Knicks are free falling.
Yeah.
How about this little nugget?
What do you got?
Before being hired at Indiana, Curt Cignetti earned roughly $3.5 million over 41 seasons as a college coach. The win last night means his contract won't be less than $14 million a year next season. Hello.
They can't lose him. If he walked in and said, I need $18 million a year, whatever he needs, they're going to have to give to him.
Right. He's not going anywhere.
No, he's not going anywhere.
No.
Deuce McBride. These are some damning sound bites. You ready for these?
Yep.
Deuce McBride. This bothers me. Dallas just wanted it more than we did.
They just came out more hungry. I think that's been the main thing over the last, 11. Teams are coming out more hungry than us. And when you get comfortable, when you've won, I think, that's human nature, and we have to fight against it. All glory to God for us going through this, because you need these tough times to make it through to the other side, and it'll make us stronger.
Well, who are you to act like that? Not him specifically, the team. You've won nothing.
No, I think that sometimes, and I think credit to coaches like Tibbs that keep you focused on a nightly basis, that I think that just like fans, sometimes you fall into, hey, let's just get through this thing.
They wanted it more than us? Oh, there's no worse indictment.
Right, that's awful, but that's what it looks like.
I know.
Don't think he's wrong.
No, I don't think he's wrong, and I kind of respect that he says it, but just hearing that from one of the players' mouths is so unsettling.
What did I say to you when they fired Tibbs and they hired Mike Brown? That we were going to have to deal with as Knicks fans?
Said a lot of stuff.
I know I said a lot of stuff, but one of the big things that I said is that you're going to have to deal with being just we're an NBA team. That's what we are now.
Right.
Right? We're not one of those teams. Like the best thing, and I think why New York Knicks fans fell in love with this team is because it's just every game. It was another opportunity to go play great basketball, and it was important. And now and I don't know if it's fatigue from winning the NBA Cup or whatever it ends up being. You got Deuce talking about it. They wanted it more than us. That's again, like you were saying about defense, that's effort. Right? That's a controllable thing. Because you're right, they haven't won anything yet. And I know the expectations are high, and they were in the Eastern Conference Finals last year, but still, you got to get there first. You got to put yourself in a good spot that when you do finally get to the postseason, you got the seeding that you want.
Well, they're on the verge of not putting themselves in a good spot. But they are, you're right, they are now a postseason team. Right? Whether you win 45 or 50 or 38 or 47 or whatever it is, it's irrelevant. They will be judged on what they do in the postseason. And the floor of what you have to do is get to the Eastern Conference Finals. The floor is that.
Right, but that's a dangerous game, man.
I couldn't agree with you more.
I mean, that's a dangerous game because
we play with fire.
Right, not even just playing with fire, but they did. There's only a certain amount of teams that can just turn it on. Right, they can kind of just make their way make their way through the regular season, and then all of a sudden you get to the postseason, and they have that gear, they have that switch they can turn on, and take it to a different level. And I don't know. I mean, right now it doesn't feel like the Knicks are going to have that ability with a lot of what we've seen so far.
They better wake up soon, otherwise home court in the first round is going to go away. And we're not at the infancy stages of the season. We're halfway through the year now. It's time to wake up. But thank God that we have that championship, right? Thank God the NBA Cup is home where it belongs. Thank God for that.
Right, but I don't even think. I mean, we've been using that as an excuse. I know the schedule was tough getting out of there, and you spent time in Vegas and everything else, but still. And track record is showing you that the two teams that have won have also come out of it in a bit of a malaise. But, you have an opportunity now where you're healthy. Jalen's back. Josh Hart's back. You're going to have a couple days now. Figure this thing out. That's 9 of 11 you've lost.
Right. Well, but here's the thing. You should I'm sorry. At home, you should never lose to this version of the Dallas Mavericks. Ever.
But that wasn't just losing.
But you should never lose to them. And not only did you lose to them, you got humiliated by them.
You got smashed. It was from wire to wire. You got beat.
A grotesque performance. Rodney in Brooklyn. Rodney, lead off the Knicks conversation. You're on ESPN New York.
What's up? Good morning, fellas. How you guys doing?
Good morning, Rodney. How you doing?
Good morning, Rodney. Good. Could be better. These Knicks are very frustrating. It's just saw a stat that we haven't had a losing streak like we're currently going through since 2022. At least, back then we had an identity, a defensive identity, and we just don't have any identity right now. My level of concern is probably a 9 out of 10. My two biggest concerns is that we don't have a vet like we had a P.J. Tucker, an older vet that can kind of help gel in the locker room and kind of bring guys together.
Come on, Rodney. P.J. Tucker was he never got on the court, and they added
brought him in
like
late
the
last year,
hour
too.
last season.
It's not about playing. About just locker room.
But he wasn't on the team for most of the season last year.
Yeah, but when he was, you could see that he was part of that chemistry. He talked about how he held people accountable. We don't have that now, right? I mean, it could only help having that vet to kind of help bring about the chemistry, and the chemistry right now we have is problematic. I think the locker room is souring on Cat, and I think it's strictly a chemistry issue. It's not a performance issue. It looks like they don't like each other, is what it looks like from.
Well, I don't even know if it's like, though, but I wouldn't even say it's like. I don't think it's a like thing. I think they probably like Cat. I think that they probably, I don't know if resentment is the right word, but you're talking about, Jalen knows what it takes to win. Josh Hart has won. Now, I'm not saying at the NBA level, but they won national championships. They know what it's supposed to look like. And if you got one guy who's supposed to be your second most important player that's not giving you that night in, night out, then yeah, it's not that I don't like you as a person. He's probably a great guy. They probably like him as a person. It's just you don't appreciate what he's given you. And that's why I think someone like Tibbs is important. I think all these teams run this risk sometimes where they think they've graduated to a certain point, and now it's okay, we need to bring someone else in to get us over the hump. As far as that, being ready to play and all those different things, the team can handle it. They've graduated to that point. And they'll go with a coach that's not as demanding as a Tibbs, and then you recognize, well, no, the team really isn't ready. That was they needed someone like Tibbs to keep him on task, to keep him focused, to keep him regimented. And right now, it doesn't feel like the Knicks have that.
No, not at all. Giovanni in Lake George. Gio, you're on ESPN New York.
Good morning, boys.
Good morning.
I completely agree with the last caller. I mean, it seems like they don't like each other. Like Rick said, they have some strong resentment towards him. I mean, the guy's always complaining to the refs. He's always rolling around on the floor, up and down the court late. I think when the guys make comments like that, like Deuce did, where, they wanted it more than us. I've heard, Jalen say it before as well. I think they're referring to kind of throwing jabs at him, guys like that in the locker room where they know these guys aren't playing to their full potential for one reason or another. And I think he needs to be gone, man. He needs to be gone for whoever else, but he's definitely not jiving in the locker room, I don't think, for sure.
Well, the big one, and it's going to be a lot of conversation, and thanks for the call.
It's going to be Giannis. Yep. Which, again, we've had people, Ray being one of those people that's like, I don't know, I wouldn't do the Giannis. You're crazy.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, let's do this. Let's take a break. We'll come back, and we got a lot to do. We'll continue with the Knicks conversation. We got CMT. We got Mel Kiper. We're all over the place with a lot of very busy, bouncy, freezing cold Tuesday. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Not all F words are bad. Some are actually great, like fast, free fiber for 4 months. Yep, switch to Optimum Fiber for as low as $25 a month. Plus, for a limited time, you can get 4 months free, HBO Max included for 1 year, and a 5-year price lock. Don't wait, this free fiber deal won't last long, and the fastest, most reliable, most consistent internet speeds await you. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/free today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Knicks fans, it's time for basketball, and the action starts on Wednesday at Crompton Ale House with Team ESPN New York and Ultra. Whether you need a pregame spot or you're looking for the right Knicks bar to watch the game versus the Nets, Crompton Ale House is your destination. The party tips off at 7 p.m., and Team ESPN will be giving away ESPN, Ultra, and Knicks prizes. Join fellow Knicks fans on Wednesday at 159 West 26th Street. Cheer on your Knicks, enjoy Ultra draft and bottle specials, and cool prizes all game long at Crompton Ale House.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Step inside the game you love with the NBA app. Tap to watch every game as it's happening.
Jalen Brunson does it again!
And never miss a moment of the jaw-dropping action. Get closer to the players than anywhere else. Follow the latest schedules, scores, and stats. Keep up with every story from across the league. And with NBA ID, it's all personalized to you. The game lives here. Download today.
DNR with you, ESPN New York Game Time, brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. 7 o'clock, St. John's takes on Seton Hall. That's a big game over on 1050 AM ESPN and the ESPN New York app. Then 10 o'clock, nice late affair. Rangers visit the Kings, and at that same time, Devils in Edmonton taking on the Oilers. And that's game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. By the way, it's freezing cold outside today. Freezing cold.
That's all right. Keep the
You
snow
won't
off a
even
little bit.
don a jacket in the freezing cold.
I'll probably don a jacket, yeah. But if I'm just,
You're like my kids that don't wear jackets.
Kids just in general. My son's like that. Same thing. Cold does not bother him at all. At all.
It's ridiculous.
Well, listen, I mean, when you were young, I remember I was young, we used to swim, we used to keep the pool open until like October at my house.
You grew up
and
with
then challenge each other who could stay in the water the longest.
Really?
Yeah, now there's no chance. Can't stand the cold.
I thought you guys were like all blue collar. I didn't realize it was a bougie pool.
It wasn't like a bougie pool. It was like the pool was fine.
Was there a hot tub?
No, it was no hot
Diving
tub. It was a
board?
tiny, you could almost jump from one
Rock
side of the
wall?
pool to the other. No, and then
Did you say you could jump from one pool to the other?
No, you could almost jump from one side to the other. It wasn't like it was not a big pool. It was kind of like just stuffed in the backyard. But then we had, like, one of our friends had a diving board, and we were jealous. So we found somebody left an old trampoline.
Oh God!
In like the garbage to get thrown out. So we took the trampoline and then used the trampoline on the side of the pool.
That seems safe.
It was not safe, no.
Let's go to Shooter in Stanford, see what's on his mind this morning. It's going to be Knicks related. Good morning, Shooter.
Good morning, boys. Good morning, companies. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Knicks fans are surprised this is happening, right? We were going to have some valleys with this guy.
I'm surprised. No,
Not
hang
a-
on.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that it's happening to this extent. Not that they took a step back, but that they're playing such awful basketball. I'm surprised.
It's so bad, yeah, okay. It's worse than we expected, but there's going to be these valleys with this type of coach, who's kind of like laid back. We need that, Tibbs like, hey, get to where, Tibbs is crazy, old school. He forces you to work hard or you're going to get it. But in regards to Cat, it's about respect, right? Not getting respect from his team. And he needs to turn it on. And if he doesn't turn it on, that Antetokounmpo thing sure sounds good or anything with Cat. But I believe in the Knicks. I believe they'll get it together. And I still like this team. I think he just got to earn the respect back from his teammates, and this team can flow. We need the ball moving around more, and we're going to be fine. We have a lot of good scorers. This is a good team. I believe in them. Let's go,
I think
baby.
they are a good team. And that was a good call, Shooter. Thanks for that. I think they are.
Yeah, but
good,
it's not. But that's not the question, though. Well, we know we're a good team. It's not. Are we a good team? Are we a championship caliber team?
No, but I never thought they were a championship caliber.
Okay,
team.
but that's what the goal is. I mean, that's why you went out and got Cat. That's why you went out and traded for Mikal Bridges. Was to win a championship.
Did you ever think, with all those moves being done, at any point this is a championship caliber team?
I thought it was a team, especially now with how wide open the East was supposed to be, that could get to the NBA Finals. They're not as good as.
I still think there's a hope in that.
Okay. I mean that's fine, but I mean you're seeing other teams in the East now. I mean, what happens if Boston what happens if Tatum comes back?
Listen, they're ahead of you anyway.
Right. I mean, Detroit's a problem.
Detroit's
they struggle
a problem.
with Orlando. I mean, they're just like there is a recipe now to beat the Knicks.
Well, you got to be physical with them. You want to slow down the game, and I mean, you saw what Detroit did. Detroit mauled the Knicks.
Yeah, mauled them. Or you go up and down. You want to go up and down? Okay, we can go up and down. Right? You're not going to play any transition defense. Then we'll just. I mean, it was 32-6. The fast break points were last night.
Yesterday's game was an embarrassment. But how many times you lost 9 of 11?
And you know what pisses me off the most, though, and the more I'm sitting here talking about it, is just like the whole idea where it's like, we step out on the court. So going into last night, they had lost 8 of 10. You're at home playing. You can't even call them the Dallas Mavericks.
It's a terrible basketball team.
Right, and they wanted it more than you did. Well, how is that possible?
It shouldn't be. I mean, you got bludgeoned in that game. It's not like you let them hang around and then they stole the game at the end. You got run out of your own building yesterday.
They were down 30 to that version of the Mavericks because they wanted it more.
Yeah, that sound is very damning.
Well, right, because you just as far as they're concerned, the regular season doesn't really matter. We'll be a playoff team, and as long as we're healthy at the end, then it's not going to matter if we're the 2 seed or the 3 seed or whatever it is.
And you know what? If it plays out like that, they're right. If the Knicks
but I don't know. But I don't know how many teams can do that though. And
I agree
to an
with
NBA
you.
Finals.
There
are teams that can. Back in but those teams are like a Golden State team. Like the Thunder this year but they showed. But they
don't.
Championship.
Like they could, but they don't. Golden State never laid up and didn't play to win. Oklahoma City, we talked about a couple weeks ago, they could have the greatest record in the history of basketball. They don't. Those teams don't let up. That's why they're championship teams.
Right, but those teams could do it if they wanted to.
They could if they wanted to, but they don't want to.
I just don't but the Knicks, I don't know who, and you said it, who the bleep are you to think you can do it?
Right. As if it's if you go back to the championship of 23 or the Eastern Conference Finals, no, you've done nothing. You've accomplished nothing. This is supposed to be the motivated year. Let's get the 1 seed. Let's make it run through the Garden. We'll have a dominant home court. You're not that team at all.
No, at all. At all. And at some point with the whole hey, they're just tired from the NBA Cup, I think we have to stop that. You're just giving it an excuse now.
It's embarrassing. Jalen Brunson, let's rifle through some of the sound from him from yesterday's performance. What went wrong?
Just didn't show up. Why? Any idea why that would happen? No.
Just didn't show up.
Yeah, I can't imagine what's going on in that locker room right now.
Just didn't show up.
Well, think about this, though. And this is not to just sit here and pile on Cat, but, from what we've seen from Jalen, is that who Jalen's been? As a player? Guy that doesn't show up?
No.
That doesn't give you full effort?
Just kind of the opposite, actually.
Is Josh Hart that guy?
No, not at all.
Is OG that guy? No, it's...
OG was brutal yesterday, too.
Yeah, they weren't great, but, it ends up being, and I can also see the level of frustration. Part of what OG does really well is he defends, but if I got one guy that's not coming back, or 2 guys that aren't coming back, and all of a sudden I'm running around, and the defense isn't set, I can't do my job. I can't play like that to the best of my ability. So I could understand how that could be frustrating. And it's what the hell am I doing here? If I don't have everyone, if everyone's not working hard, what are we, what exactly are we doing?
You're losing. You're falling apart. You're hemorrhaging right now is what you're doing.
Right, and you're getting smacked by this version of the Dallas Mavericks.
Oh, what a brutal loss. What a brutal loss.
It's... And then you got I got Max Christie, it's wide open 3 after wide open 3. It's just not, and it looks brutal, right? How you lose matters too, and there's an ugly loss.
No, honestly, I don't think it can get worse than that.
Yeah, I just don't know how.
Be careful what you say. How could it get worse than getting crushed at home by that team? That's a terrible basketball team.
Wait till Wednesday, after a couple days off, if you get beat by the Nets. How that lands.
I'm sure it'll land well. You think that'll matter? Or you think they'll just throw in the towel for that one also?
No, I bet better matter. They better have. If you got Miles, if you got Deuce saying it, and you got Jalen saying it after the game, there needs to be a conversation in that locker room.
They just wanted it more. What a terrible thing. I don't think there's a worse phrase you could use in all of sports than that.
It's actually one of the most unacceptable things that can happen. Is that feeling after a game?
More Brunson. Do you know what you guys need to work on?
Yeah, there's been a lot of things to pinpoint, but as a team, we know what we have to do. It's either we do it, we care enough to do it, or we don't.
So yesterday he just didn't care.
Well, that's the feeling that he got. That's the sense that he got. That's the sense that we got watching it. Is that they thought they were just going to show up and win, which is, clearly was not how Dallas approached the game. There are certain things, just for any team, but just for successful teams, there are things that need to be consistent, and they're usually controllable things. Effort being that, one of those things, being ready, starting early. Those are all things that you can control. Having a team having a team come into your building and want it more than you is something that's unacceptable.
You know what the funny thing is? That game went exactly as you thought, but flipped.
Right.
Like
that wasn't even
the Knicks would get out to an early lead. They'd put their foot on the throat. They'd get up by 30. Dallas would make a little bit of a run. It would be 15, and then you'd get out of Dodge, and that would be it.
Right, like sense of urgency. Like, I mean, at some point like that, you would imagine, right? You're at home. You're healthy. Everyone should be excited. All right, let's put an end to this whole, let's put an end to this crap.
Right. And what level of resistance, if you got up 15-5, you think you're going to get from Dallas yesterday?
Well, right. I mean, but that wasn't even one of those where it's like, hey, you let them stick around. You played with your food.
No, you got crushed.
No, you got hammered.
You got crushed. Jalen Brunson on the Knicks fans booing.
I'd be booing us too, straight up.
Yeah, I don't blame the fan base.
No, they were disgusted, man. I mean,
they should be disgusted. You spend your hard-earned money, and then you hear like, oh, we just didn't show up. They wanted it more. It's repulsive.
Right. There are better things to do with my time and money on a day, kids are off of school than go spend it and watch that. And that shouldn't be something the coach has to do, right? The coach shouldn't have to coach effort. But
no.
I think that when you have, a coach that makes every game feel important, I listen, I can wear you down. I understand that. But maybe that's what this group needed. Like, maybe that's what this group needs. Maybe they don't need what Mike Brown has given them.
Well, you know what? Shame on them, because he got fired because of them.
Right, but you've seen, there are plenty of teams that you could use as examples that just can't be like that, for whatever reason, those players, that group of players, doesn't function properly when they don't
can't be left to their own.
Yeah, they can't. They need someone to push them.
Yeah.
And maybe you don't realize that till it's gone. And now all of a sudden it's like again, I hate to always go back to it because I feel like it's like my Chara parachute story, but it's like one of the things like I always will point to, just because you know how much I feel like how I feel about coaching is like the Troy Aikman thing. Like Jimmy Johnson was for a lot of people a pain in the ass. Like he coached you hard, like, and he'd hold you accountable. And then when he left and you bring in Barry Switzer, he's kind of like, yeah, you guys are all pros, right? You can do it. Just take care of yourselves. And Troy Aikman's like, no, I don't want. This is not what I should be doing. This is what the coach should be doing.
At least they won though.
Right, but that was just because of talent.
Right.
And they had already won.
They're not immensely more talented than the other teams. That's the point.
Right, but you're also going to a situation they already had won. So at least those players kind of know. Yeah, right. And the players knew what it's supposed to look like. This is not a Knicks team that's won a championship. How many guys have won on that team outside of college?
OG won, right?
With Toronto, yeah.
Yeah.
Not a lot of them have won anything.
I don't think many more.
I don't know. Maybe we're overreacting here and they figured this thing out, but
I don't think so.
It just doesn't. To have those quotes coming out after. And it's not like you've been playing good basketball. You lost 8 of 10,
right,
going into that one,
right, and then you figure, all right, it's a safe space now. You're home. It's a holiday game.
Other teams decimated by injuries.
You've never seen a team more decimated by injuries than that team, and that's what you do. Oof. And like you said, it's not even like you played with your food. It's not even like all of a sudden you wake up and you're like, oh, my God, it's 103 with 5 minutes to go. You got blown out.
Blown out, yeah, from start to finish.
Brutal. RJ?
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
Did you watch the Knicks yesterday?
We did. 5 o'clock start was interesting, but yeah.
What's your level of concern?
Yeah.
Rising.
Right. What's that mean? How high?
What the hell does that mean, rising? Obviously, it's rising.
Well, I'm not going to say I'm panicked. I'm somewhere between concerned and panic. How's that?
That's nice. It's a nice way to frame it.
I'm not going to say panicked yet, but it's a little more than concerned.
How far away from panic are you?
A loss to the Nets.
They lose to the Nets.
They lose to the Nets tomorrow night, and you're sheer panic.
Go ahead and lose to Brooklyn. Yeah, that'll calm everything right down.
We're gonna lose Ray.
Ray's almost gone.
Yeah.
Between the Knicks now and then what the Rangers are doing.
But at least the Rangers is expected now.
Right, but you go 10 o'clock start in L.A. tonight. Follow that up with a loss to the Nets tomorrow.
Unless we could play Philadelphia every day, but then, that's... Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
None of it's good. You know what is good, though?
Sure.
What?
You tell me.
You tell me.
Listen, I don't want to...
You said you knew.
I don't want to sound...
Are we going to do this?
I don't want to sound narcissistic. Really? You are me. If you are me, you'll know what I'm thinking.
I think it's great. I don't think it's just good. I think it's great.
That's what I'm saying. It's elite. It can be elite. I know. You said you were upstate New York and people were turned off by CMT, right?
Well, yeah, but there's a few people in Buffalo, though.
They matter.
Yeah, well, but maybe is there a Buffalo-Rochester rivalry? How dare you, Raymond?
Buffalo.
Ray is not discounting human beings.
What's wrong with you?
The guy's he's got nothing.
Very nice people in Buffalo.
Very nice. They were very nice to your coworker.
They openly rooted for Toronto when the Yankees played them. So
because Toronto was right there.
No, not if you ask certain people. They say Buffalo's New York's only team, and the two things
Why
don't
are you picking a
reconcile.
fight?
I mean, because our two football teams stink.
Listen,
and they're not in New York, by the way.
I know what's happened here. I don't know if Ray wants to be sharing this. He lost his roll this morning. Didn't get to consume it. And
You
I think
lost? Wait, hang on a
the
second.
formula's off.
Wait, hang on. How do you...
That's a great question. That's a great question.
It vanished.
It vanished. Don't know what I did with it.
No.
Stop.
Can you please walk me through this scenario? What do you mean you lost your
I
roll?
can't.
It's
I can't
gone.
walk you through the scenario.
It was.
I can't.
It was.
Wait, okay. So you purchased a roll.
Yep.
You brought it into the studio.
Yep.
You placed it down.
Yep.
It's gone.
It's gone.
So
How many things could have realistically happened?
So somebody took your roll and ate it.
It's out there somewhere.
How could that be?
There's no one there.
There's no one here.
But at the same time, where else could he put it?
You know what? You probably put it in the garbage and you were having a senior moment you didn't realize.
I mean, is it a senior moment or is you're working on 2 hours of sleep and 18 hours of work?
So were you walking around looking for your roll?
I was like, what did I do with this thing? Yeah.
But if he
Have you
purchased
actively sought out the roll, or you just it's gone?
No, he looked.
No, it's gone.
RJ, you helped him in looking?
I took a little stroll. But if he walks in with the roll,
how does that happen?
Where really could it be? Unless somebody took it.
Are we sure he walked in with the roll, though?
I'm pretty sure I walked in with it.
I mean, he
Is
purchased.
there a chance you ate it on the street and then didn't even realize it?
It is 15 degrees outside. No. No, there's no chance I ate it
RJ,
outside.
did you see the roll?
I didn't see it, but where else could it be? If he purchased it from the cart's right
He's
outside.
on no sleep. He probably ate it and didn't realize.
This is what you want to happen if you take away my coffee. This is what we become. We melt in front of your eyes.
Drink your
Right,
coffee.
but usually how it works for you, right? Don't you walk you go into the studio, then you walk out? You sure you didn't place it down on one of the desks somewhere?
Yeah,
we looked everywhere.
I looked.
We shook
Did
the
you
place
check
down.
the garbage?
I did not check the garbage, and I'm not going to check the garbage.
Why? I would eat it out of the garbage. There's nothing in there.
I'm sure you would.
How concerned would you
What
be
does
if
that
you threw
mean?
it away?
What exactly does that mean? I'm sure you would.
He thinks you're a dumpster diver.
I mean, what is that? That's unbelievable.
Why would you take a shot at him like that?
Tell me to go look in the garbage for the roll. It's 8 o'clock now.
So there's no. I mean, how
Right.
much? There's no garbage in those garbage cans.
There's
RJ probably
there's probably still
emptied the
nobody
garbage.
there.
Listen here, garbage boy. Don't get mad at me.
Yeah, with the dishwasher, he does everything now.
Just because you get your knife and fork and eat out of the garbage like Ray said.
I think there's real concern about Raymond. He claims he brought a roll into the studios and it vanished.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Go
It's
check
what
the
it
garbage
is.
right now and tell me if it's in the
I'm
garbage.
not going to go check the garbage. I'm not doing that.
Don't eat it, but just look and see.
I'm not dumpster diving into the
I'm not asking you to eat it.
at
You
8
can't put
o'clock.
on you can't open up the garbage and just take a peek and see if the
Not
roll
doing
is in
that.
there.
Not doing that.
Why?
There's either some kind of sorcery going on or somebody stole Ray's roll.
Or he never bought the roll. He's just so out of it, he didn't even realize he didn't
That's
get
right.
the roll.
I think there's a chance he either A, never bought it, or B, bought it and ate it and has no recollection of that.
That's strong. I don't believe that either one is the case.
So you think someone stole it?
I don't know that someone stole it. I probably just misplaced it, but I don't.
How could you?
Where could
I
it
don't.
go?
I
Where
don't
would
know.
you misplace it?
I don't know. Listen,
This place is a roll.
listen. I'm not functioning at peak capacity right now. I don't know what to tell you.
Is there a chance you bought it and left it at the cart?
That's
No.
what John thinks. John thinks
That's
you
what I
bought it
said.
and just didn't bring it
No.
in.
So I said that
that's-
also.
There's no chance that happened. No chance.
I'll
I
ask
don't know.
Veneer tomorrow.
I don't understand why you're not looking in the garbage, though. Like, just to have peace of mind, like, I actually did bring it up here.
What time did is Carlin there yet?
Oh,
that's
wow.
Come
Okay.
on.
Great.
That's brutal.
What do you mean? I'm asking if Chris could help look for the roll. What are we
Right,
guys
what is he
thinking?
like a truffle sniffing dog? Like he can smell carbs?
I think if there's an unmanned roll there, that Carlin would know. Yes.
He can sniff it out.
I wasn't saying he stole it.
He's not here to answer your question.
Like a truffle sniffing.
That would be something, huh?
Yeah.
Could you imagine if there's a roll on a desk and you walk by like,
Listen, all I'm saying is we don't have to go back too far.
Greg would be like, you know what? I don't have to have my oatmeal today.
Greg's like, oatmeal and a roll?
Yes. We don't have to go back too far to remember the case of the missing Yeti 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah, that's still gone.
It was a different place.
It was a different place, but how do we know someone doesn't have it out for us? It's like the This Is Sports Center commercial.
Right, but you left your Yeti in the there.
Yeah, maybe Ray just left it outside. Maybe it was like a This Is Sports Center commercial where Ovi comes through the ceiling. Maybe there's one of those going on.
Are you starving right now? You couldn't eat your roll. All right, Ray, what do you think happened?
I clearly put it down somewhere and don't remember. And my brain is not in a good place right now.
How is it possible? How many if you put it down anywhere, how could it get away?
Right.
It doesn't have legs.
I don't know.
Did you hide it?
Where would I hide it?
That's my point, Ray. That's my point.
Where would I find
There's only
the time
so many
to hide
places
it?
in the office. Like you could walk around the office in less than 5 minutes and look everywhere. You didn't bring it up.
Where would I think to hide it? Like
you wouldn't hide it. You just put it on your desk somewhere. That's why I think there's a real chance you didn't bring it up.
But how? How could that be?
Because you're out of it. You probably left it at the cart.
I don't believe I did.
Well, there's a better chance you left it at the cart than it got up and walked away.
Or that somebody, a non-existent person, took it and stole it.
Yeah, like the people doing construction just shimmied down to pick up a delicious roll that was sitting there on the desk.
No, well, maybe I should excuse myself and go home.
Just got a text from someone. Could it be in your jacket pocket?
No, not in the jacket pocket.
It's not in the backpack.
No.
You didn't put it in a drawer.
Are you curious to know what happened?
Yeah,
I'm dying to know.
Extremely so, but unfortunately, the show goes on. Or fortunately, however you want to go with that.
No, fortunately. You're listening, by the way, to DiPietro and Rothenberg in the case of the hidden roll on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York.
This is a real mystery.
A real mystery. All right. I don't know, RJ, if you've incorporated that into CMT, but it's now time.
To cuddle. I'm servicing 3 times as many people as he's able to get to.
To marry. Not everyone can afford to take off work and pay whatever it costs to get a foursome.
Or to trash.
Let the wild rumpus begin.
That. Want a meat stick? Is the question.
Oh, yeah, away we go.
Here's what has to happen.
Okay.
Somebody has to purchase themselves a roll at the vendor, walk in, and be like, I found this roll just sitting out there.
Don't do
and
that.
It's phenomenal.
Please don't do that.
Is there a chance you left it at the security desk where you have to take your card out to scan?
No, because I was holding the card in my hand when I walked through the door.
Oh,
I specifically because it's freezing out there. I said I'm not going to go digging into my bag this time.
When was the last time you saw the roll?
Like I said, it was on my person when I walked through the door.
Can you describe the roll?
It's a roll, Dave.
Non-buttered, fluffy.
Non-buttered, it's a very sad roll.
Yeah. Do you think that maybe the roll is like, you know what? I don't want to be here anymore.
This guy doesn't treat me right.
Just yeeted.
I need butter. I need more.
This guy doesn't respect me.
There's more to life.
He opened the window. It's like, woo.
All righty. So we've outlined the issues with the Knicks currently. And now the question becomes, do you or how do you fix this team? So your 3 options would be, if you were Leon Rose, where would we go from here? Would it be to let this team ride it out? They're nudged right up against that second apron and do not have too many options for flexibility of the roster.
Ride it out. Mm-hmm. First answer.
Yep. I guess they're trying to shop around Yavaseli and trying for some space,
that's got a fortunate.
Yeah, that has not worked out at all.
That's a tough sign.
Is that really an option here?
You're probably gonna have to attach something else to it just to
roll.
Yeah, try to create some salary.
We'll trade you a power forward and a roll.
Do you go and get Giannis now, who was last time we talked about him was booing his own fans?
This is what we would do, or this is what you think will happen?
Which you would do.
Uh-huh.
Or do you wait until the summer to try and make a move for Giannis then?
All right, I'm gonna marry Giannis now. If I could get Giannis now, I would like to get it now.
You have to factor in, like Raymond said, because this is often his pushback with this.
What you're losing.
Yeah.
What are the three options again?
You ride it out.
Let it ride.
You get Giannis now, or you make moves in
Wait till the summer.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go Giannis now. I'm going to ride it out. I'm gonna trash summer.
Oh. Does ride it out mean like can I make moves like some moves to try to make it better now or no?
You are very tight with your tinkering.
You really
very tight.
Have almost no flexibility.
All right, so I will marry. I guess I'm gonna have to marry ride it out. I will cuddle. Wait for Giannis till the summer and trade for Giannis now.
You trade for Giannis now?
Yeah, I think you got to give this an opportunity to see if it works or not.
I think I agree with Rick.
And then figure out what you're gonna have to give up and all the other. I don't know if losing the pieces that it would take now and then adding Giannis gives you the best chance to, as bad as it looks now, gives you the best chance to try to win a championship.
So serious
this year.
question. You say I would want to see if they can fix this or if this will work now. What does work mean? You get to the end of the season, they've done what?
The Eastern Conference Finals.
Get to the very least the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, have to. Because then you've let a new coach come in after you ran off Tibbs, and you've seen a full year of it. And you've had Cat for a larger sample size, and you now know we've changed enough variables that something at the heart of this needs to change.
You'll definitively have an answer. And you won't feel the same way, because you risk feeling the same way you felt about the other team that you had, where when you traded for OG, you went, what was it, January 14-2?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then everyone got hurt, and you didn't really get a chance to see that team fully healthy and what it could do. And then last year's team, it's like, could you imagine what it would have looked like if we had Dante and Randall? Would it be better? You didn't know because you didn't see it.
Yep. Alrighty. Cody Bellinger, he's still out there looking for employment.
So Mets, Yankees, or other?
Toronto.
Let's call him Toronto. Yeah.
Is it Toronto or is it other?
It was going to be other with a splash of Toronto. So you're both right.
Mm-hmm.
A sprinkle of Toronto.
I swear to you, the actual script says Mets, Yankees, or neither. Perhaps with another team. Let's call them Toronto. With the actual words.
You're so transparent.
Is that okay though?
I don't think that's a nice thing to say.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I'd put that up with Ray just assuming that I eat out of the garbage. As things that were.
Listen,
nasty.
I'm putting out signals. You pick them up or you don't.
Honest question. Honest.
Yeah.
Have you ever eaten anything out of the garbage?
No.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh.
Have I eaten something out of the garbage?
Yes.
That was a question for the room.
Yes, I have.
You have.
Wasn't my finest moment.
Like sitting right on top.
Okay, so why are you offended?
So that is you.
Why are you offended?
It was my own garbage. I don't go I'm not actively I don't walk around the office and be like, hey, you know what?
Thank God
I
you're
just
not
saw
opening
Greg
the trash
throw
can
away
and
a
look at it
half
and
a
be like,
bagel.
oh, look at this, a half-eaten sandwich.
Oh, how about this? Tell me if this is gross or not. We're at Chipotle.
If you have to ask, it probably is.
Okay, no, but I can't tell where I fall on this thing. We're at Chipotle. Needed a quick stop. So it must have been just after dinner rush, so some of the stuff hadn't been refilled. So I usually get the carne asada, but it was the bottom of the bucket. Did not look appetizing at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'll just get chicken. So my wife had asked the lady, hey, any chance you guys are going to start cutting up some new carne asada? She's like, matter of fact, I am. Would you like some? She's like, oh, that would be great. So she starts cutting up the carne asada.
Oh, no.
And I don't think
I know where this is going.
I think she just assumes that no one's really paying attention to what she's doing. She's cutting it and eating it at the same time.
What? Wait, hang on. You don't know how you stand on this?
Well, she did have gloves on.
Well, but so let me see if she's slicing it up.
Yeah.
And every now and then she's taking a piece and popping it in.
Right. She's like, oh, here's the end. I don't know if anyone's going to want this. Boom, I'll eat it.
Did she navigate around? Did she look around like, nobody there? All right, I can throw it in there. Or was she just like, no, this is what I do. I eat the ends.
Yeah, I think she thought it was like a quick, no one's going to be noticing. And I just poop.
No,
a little snack.
That's awful.
Yeah,
and you guys didn't call her out on it?
No, because at that point it was just I just like to get the food and eat and get out of here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I didn't want to embarrass her like some people on the show that like to embarrass people, Ray.
Oh, my goodness.
Who? I'm going to marry the Yankees. I'm going to... I'll marry the Yankees. I'm going to cuddle other with a touch of Toronto and trash the Mets.
Ooh. I'm going to agree across the board. And I think for the Yankees to save any face, if they don't wind up with him, the fan base is going to have a nervous breakdown.
They need him.
Yes.
The Mets want him. Yankees need him.
If he goes to the Mets, that would be real bad.
Wouldn't be good. Wouldn't be good. Alrighty.
What do you think happens?
I've maintained through this whole process, I think he will be a Yankee.
Yeah.
I only think that the contract information got out because that's the leverage point. Like, they want it out there. A, that's your CYA in case it really doesn't work out, that you put numbers out there, but maybe to leverage him back into, hey, you want, 7 years? We're willing to go 5. Let's make something happen here. With all due respect to Jarrett Stidham, I'm going to take he and the Broncos out of this. When you factor in path to a Super Bowl as an opponent, Kyler Murray trash, who you would take to win it all right now in the NFL? Patriots, Seahawks, Rams.
But Dave's going to take Seattle.
I'm going to marry Seattle.
Interesting.
He's going to cuddle the Patriots. He's going to trash the Rams.
I'm going to cuddle the Rams. I'm going to trash the Patriots.
So you think the NFC Championship is a Super Bowl?
I think the NFC Championship is the de facto Super Bowl, yes.
Wow. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think the smarter play is probably marrying the AFC team.
It probably is, because you look at that team as having the easiest road to the
easier
Super Bowl.
path.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I will probably marry the Patriots. I will cuddle.
What do you mean you're probably?
I'll marry the Patriots. I'll cuddle Seattle. I'll trash the Rams.
You know, I like the CMT. Disagreement.
Because we're differing on our answers.
Yeah, I like it.
How would you answer it?
Me?
This is a tough one for you because you hate Seattle.
I would marry the Rams, cuddle Seattle, trash the Patriots.
Marry the Rams.
By the way, I think when you asked me, I have to look up the actual date when we did our Super Bowl predictions. Rams-Patriots, still alive.
It is still alive.
And I had Seahawks-Patriots, right?
Oh, so you and I are at odds.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So finally, before we get to Mel, we all took the Gallup poll. And Dave has thrown it out there, some of his adjectives. You get 5 of them. A couple of them I have no problem with. But, Rick, I've come across 3 of them these adjectives that really...
Why do I have to be on display?
Because...
You've made a point of making yourself
You've put yourself out
poster boy for the Gallup poll.
I have tremendous woo.
Steve Gallup emailed you.
So I'll leave you woo and I'll leave you competitive. I got no beef with those. However, the other 3...
For the record, I don't feel comfortable with this at all.
Yeah, well.
I don't think that matters.
Yeah,
okay, great.
Or too far down the road. So, Rick, which of these would you actually feel are most accurate for Dave? Would it be harmonizer? Would it be adaptability? Which is not quite what I think of when I think of Dave. Or would it be a...
So I see what you've done here.
Or would it be a maximizer, which Dave said, quote, earlier, I've always gotten every last drop out of myself.
That's right.
I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. I don't know how he has anything left.
I don't.
With how much he squeezed out in high school. See, now, it could just, for the record.
Yep.
Does maximize mean just himself? But I think when I read it, it means like also like the most out of others.
Yeah, I think it means those around you.
So I'll marry maximizer.
They get in the way, and then they pay.
Yeah. I am going to cuddle adaptability, and this is why I'll tell you why. Okay, because I think that as far as like what we do, Dave could do a show with anyone and be fine. Like I'm just trying to have the best possible show. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do.
When does that start?
Other stuff though, like I need to watch a football game. If it's not on television, I'm not going places, or I'll get naked. Like that also kind of plays against this one. And then I'm trashing the harmonizer. No one likes making people more uncomfortable than Dave does. So that one's trashed.
I hope you guys are happy with yourselves.
Why?
No, because this is so mean.
What do you mean? I gave you tremendous credit for maximization. Did I not?
You know, I'm not even as upset with you. It's RJ.
I mean, listen, but you have things like this on your track record.
Max, I'm done.
Aaron Judge is literally twice as good as anyone
you know what?
on Houston.
Thanks for all you do. We're goodbye. Goodbye.
I'm not
Sounds like harmony to me.
I'm not sure that's harmonizing adaptability or maximizing.
I don't remember exactly what he said, but I remember at the time thinking that's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life.
But even if it were.
So he should just be like, I don't remember what it was, but like Aaron Judge, he's a mediocre player. And I'm like, okay, thanks, Max. We'll talk to you tomorrow. No.
Thank you for all you do.
That's the most disrespectful one. By far.
Max, I'm done.
Aaron Judge is literally
have a great
twice
day.
as good as anyone
you know what?
on Houston.
Thanks for
That's
all you
not
do.
even controversial.
We're goodbye. Goodbye.
That's great stuff. I missed those.
I'm glad you're so pleased with that.
And then you also asked Jay Will why you're still here?
Because I couldn't hang up on him. It's like Freddy Krueger. He wouldn't go. Jason Voorhees. He wouldn't go. He couldn't kill him. That wasn't nice.
Done with me.
No, you're still here.
Why are you done with me?
No, you're still here.
I don't know. I don't see these as bad things.
Those are great times.
I mean, they didn't want to be on this segment.
No.
They were forced into doing the segment.
Hang on, Key. I'm singing.
We talked to them, and then it got a little contentious, and I had to call them out.
No, but then they wouldn't go.
They wouldn't go.
Hang on, Key. I'm singing.
And then we get yelled at.
That's right. All right, let's bring him in. I mean, I won't yell at this guy because I love this guy. Time now for the KIPER Report, brought to you by the Perisman firm. Mel, how are you?
I'm good, guys. Like that. Let's bring him in. I like the way you guys say that, very authoritatively.
Oh, I'm nothing if not authoritative. Yeah, let's bring in Mel. Let's bring in Mel. Mel, how much NFL talent did we get to see in this game last night? And I know Mendoza played well, but the Bain, the other guys, like, who goes up the charts in your mind from that performance in the game last night?
Well, I think Bain is going to be a very interesting test case for, like you say, production, dominant college player. How will he transition to the NFL? What kind of NFL player will he be? He's got tremendous technique, strong, powerful hands. He's got the bend. He's tough to deal with because he's not 6'4", but coached by Jason Taylor. Did a great job of both him and Messidor and everybody on that line. So he's got all that, and he plays hard. Plays the run, does everything with the edge, does everything you want. Has versatility. Just how his arm length is an issue, and how fast will he be? What will his 40 time be to play in some schemes? So there'll be some people that love him, some they just doesn't fit necessarily as high as you would think. So he'll go, I think, in the top 10. I do think he goes in the top 10. I have a mock draft coming out tomorrow. So, Ruben Bain Jr. is going to be really interesting to see which team, takes him, because you're talking about teams that need an edge rusher high in this draft. So, you have Tennessee, you have Washington, you have the Jets picking 2. You have a lot of teams in that top 10 that could use a Ruben Bain Jr. So he'll be, I think, moving up a little bit for some people that like him and don't have a problem with the arm length or necessarily the 40 time. And then you go to the Indiana receivers. Cooper, heck of a player. Surratt, they're more, I think, late day 2, early day 3. But the kid's going to be interesting as well. We talk about Bain, is D'Angelo Pons. Yeah, he's not a corner. He's a slot corner. And with his size, people will look at that. Some will be okay with it. Some won't. But this kid's instinctive. He's a warrior. He came from JMU with Cignetti, number 5, D'Angelo Pons. And, boy, he competes. And he's got great awareness and great ball skills. So there's a kid right there, Bain and Pons, that just jump out at you. It's just phenomenal college players. Where does D'Angelo Pons go? I think 2nd round. Some think 3rd, 4th round. I got to believe he didn't get out of round 2. So Bain and Pons, like I say, qualifies phenomenal college players, but there's going to be some mixed opinion, as to how high they can go in the draft. I still think, regardless, Bain goes in the top 10.
Mel, we've had this argument, and it's gone both ways with the calls that we've taken. Dante Moore going back to school. Is that potentially a positive for the Jets because now they don't feel like they have to take him at 2, or is this going to be a complete negative that he's going back to school for us?
It's amazing. I was getting everybody with Jets. I don't want him. We don't want him. He's overrated. You overrated. He shouldn't be. And then all of a sudden he goes back and everybody's crying about, it's not good. Yeah, you didn't want him. You didn't want him. He's going back. Next year he can be right there with Arch Manning as the 2nd pick. It'll end up being, guys, probably a situation next year like we had with Caleb, Jaden and Drake. We're going to have quarterbacks lining up next year, 1, 2, 3. And the top 2 guys are going to be Dante Moore and Arch Manning. And somebody's going to fall into that next spot, whether it's Lenore Sellers, whether it's Julian Sayin. There's a host of guys that could be in that spot to be 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be, next year we're going to be talking all year about, okay, you like better, Mel? You like Arch? You like Dante? Arch, Dante. It's going to be back and forth. So all those that didn't have a high opinion of Dante based on one game that they saw is going to regret saying how overrated he was next year, I believe, because Dante Moore is going to be to be 21 in May. He's only 20 now. He's going to get that start number is not going to be 20. That start number is going to be probably 35. We might have Oregon and Texas playing for the national championship next year. We could have Arch against Dante. Wouldn't that be phenomenal? So, first two picks in the draft going up against each other, that would be great. So I think, for Dante, great decision. The Jets, find a quarterback. Go find a quarterback to figure it out. Is it going to be Ty Simpson? I think, we'll have to see what Trinidad Chambliss. He probably is more of a day two guy, potentially. Trinidad, with the size being the issue with him and the number of starts at Ole Miss. If, in fact, he's forced into this draft, if he's allowed to go back, he'll be another guy next year we'll be evaluating, because he could have a heck of a year, and then all of a sudden that size won't be a big deal once he does it for a second year at Ole Miss to the level he did this year.
Ruben Bain or Abdul Carter, who would you take?
Oh, Abdul Carter. Abdul Carter will have the higher grade. He checked every box for everybody coming out. So where Ruben Bain, as I said, for some teams, they're going to look at that arm length. That's why measurables for Ruben Bain and D'Angelo Pons are going to be, for Bain, the arm length is important, and the 40 time. For Pons, you can't do anything about your size. You are who you are. I just love the kid. That's the kid you want on your team. That's a heck of a slot corner. So I think he goes in the second round, and people are saying, wow, what a player. So, yeah, I think for Bain, I think we'll be watching very closely, as we will all the players, what happens in terms of the combine and what those measurables turn out to be.
Mel Kiper joins us here in the show. Mel, NFL time. Sean McDermott being fired. How do you feel about it? Were you surprised?
A little surprised. I got to say I was a little surprised because they're a play. It wasn't his fault that catch wasn't called a catch or it wasn't made. If you want to say it was or wasn't, I thought it was. I think they got to define this whole take process out of the word. We do not want to ever hear ever again process of a catch. And it's crazy with Buffalo, guys. They get the rule change after Josh doesn't get the ball after the phenomenal end of that game in Kansas City with the 13 seconds and all that. McDermott, remember, he kicked it into the end zone. He didn't let him waste time with a return. That would have decided that game. And then they changed the overtime rule. Then Josh gets the first down on the quarterback sneak. They don't give it to him. And now they go to the virtual check of the spot. And now this year we're talking about this whole process of a catch, and we see it in the Bears-Rams game. That's a catch. That counted. This one didn't. So again, they got to figure that out, and that affected McDermott. They make that play. They win that game. They're playing this week. They're playing up in New England. So at the end of the day, a little surprised. I guess they figure it's kind of like, Harbaugh, here, Andy Reid, that it's been long enough and they haven't gotten it done. And you talk about needing some more energy, whatever. You got Joe Brady sitting there. We hear Brian Daboll's name mentioned. I got to think you look to Joe Brady now. I mean, he's got that relationship with Josh. I think Joe Brady would be the guy. If I'm looking to replace Sean McDermott, I would give Joe Brady an opportunity.
Mel Kiper Jr. with us here, ESPN New York. So, Mel, when you look at the Giants and you look at John Harbaugh, and people are ecstatic, how quickly, it's going to change. We know it's going to change. What are the expectations in your mind with the talent they have, the roster they have, what they're going to do in this draft? How good could the Giants be next season?
They could be this coming year's Patriots. I mean, they could. I mean, you have a draft coming up. You have free agency coming up. You got guys coming back from injury. We talked about that. You add to this roster some more talent, and it could be – everything's timing. That's why I say I'm players over coaches, because a lot of it is timing. Coaches stepping at the right opportunity when his team's ready. Like I said, we talked about it. Should have won 6 or 7 games this year. Didn't. Next year, you start winning those close games. You win that, you become a much better team, but you start winning games that you don't give games away. And I think that's where they are in year 2. Drake May made that huge leap. Jackson Dart in year 2. So they could be that team. But you're in a division, Dallas, you figure their defense will be better. Dak. You got Philadelphia won't go away. You got to think Washington with Jaden bounces back, you would hope for them. You would think they would. I hope if you're a Giants fan, but you would think they would. So, and the NFC's got a lot of good quarterbacks now with the emergence of some of the young guys. So, yeah, but with all that said, hey, New England was in a division with Josh, and they beat out Buffalo. They win a division. So, we talked about that. Once you get to that point, when you get when that quarterback becomes elite or close to it, and you add the personnel they have through the draft, and that all comes together, now another draft, another year of free agency, they could be a team that gets that record way, way up from where it was.
Mel Kiper joins us here on the show. Mel, Baltimore Ravens, it's your team. What do you think they do with Coach?
I have no clue. I have no idea. John Harbaugh was a surprise when they hired him. You got interesting because you're in the playoffs with Clint Kubiak. I like Clint Kubiak. Gary, his son, Clint Clay's did his job with the 49ers. And that was, of course, Shanahan's offense. This is Clint Kubiak's offense. And you got the McDonald was here. He's coaching for McDonald. It makes sense. I know Minter because of the connection again as another guy's in that mix. But I have no clue what they're going to do. They've looked at everybody. They've interviewed just about everybody, and they'll have second interviews and all that. So I was always Kubiak from the get-go, but I have no inside information on that. I trust Steve Bisciotti and Ozzie Newsome and Eric DaCosta to do a good job picking the coach. They did a great job when they picked John Harbaugh. They had back when they brought in Brian Billick. That was a heck of a move. Brian won a Super Bowl. John won a Super Bowl. And we're hoping this next coach, whoever it is, can win a Super Bowl as well.
Are teams going to want to move back in this draft, or is it like if you're the Jets, if you're the Giants, you're going to have to make those picks because teams aren't going to want to move up to 2 or 5 or anywhere in that?
Well, that's the problem. That's the issue you're going to have because there's not a quarterback that's in that top 1, 2, 3, 4 spots after Fernando Mendoza goes number 1. So there's no quarterback teams are going to jump up to try to get. And if there were a quarterback there, the Jets would take that quarterback. So it wouldn't even have been it would have been a moot point anyway. The Jets were taking that guy, and there's no third, fourth. This is Ty Simpson. This is Ty Simpson. How did teams feel about Ty? Ty got off to a heck of a start. He was considered a top 5 pick by mid-October, and then the running game never became a running game. No semblance of a running game. Ryan Williams continued to struggle with drops. The offensive line was an issue. Ty had some turnovers because when you're trying to make plays like Josh Allen, you're trying to make plays. You're going to turn it over. When it's all on the quarterback's inevitably going to have some turnovers because it's all on him. He became like what Josh Allen had to be, but he's not Josh Allen. He's not 6'5", 240. He's got to add a little weight to that frame, strength to that frame. He's a tremendous kid. He's an elite competitor. He is dual threat because he can win with his legs and beat you with his legs. And he's kind of a faster, more athletic Mac Jones is who you got there. So, and people, Mac Jones had a heck of a start to his career. Then the changes took place. McDaniel's leaving, and now this year, he resurfaced with the 49ers. So, again, he went middle of the first round. He was the 15th pick in the draft. So, if Mac Jones can go 15, there's no reason why Ty Simpson's not going to, attract some attention. He won't be at the Senior Bowl because he has that cracked rib. He was hoping to be there. But there's no reason he can't attract some attention in the middle of first, which, guess what? That's exactly where the Jets are picking, at 16.
Mel, what's your level of concern with C.J. Stroud after what you've seen over the last couple games?
That's the weapons. I mean, between the offensive line having to shift players around and the movement there, you got Woody Marks becomes like Woody Marks. He's your running back, and the weapons with Nico's injury really affected that. And then of course a dome team out in the weather this past week. The weather that affects teams, dome teams, and teams from you saw with the Rams, going and playing in the cold. They had their struggles, could have lost that game. So to me, it's not C.J. Stroud. They got to get better. They'll get healthier. So unfortunately, Nico was hurt, but add a receiver, add an offensive lineman. Figure out gets better with the pieces around CJ. So yes, he did some things at certain points. You say, wow, you can't be doing that. But at the end of the day, you got to still, when you're a quarterback, you got to figure out a way to move your team down the field. And between the pressure and the decision making and not having the weapon, it all was a kind of a perfect storm against CJ Stroud.
So I guess you're paying him then this offseason, huh?
C.J. Stroud proved to be when he was a franchise quarterback. He was considered an elite, heck of a quarterback, and did an excellent job. They said they got it. We have our guy moving forward. Again, quarterbacks are only as good, and a lot of times they need some help. They can't be out there just on an island by themselves and think they're going to be like Josh, Superman. And you saw people look at Josh. He has I thought, I don't know what you guys thought. I thought he played his blank off in that game this past week. He's comparing them to whoever and saying, he cost them the game. But did he really? Did he not make plays to put him in a position despite all that? Terry Bradshaw won a Super Bowl, guys, in the late 70s against my Los Angeles Rams. I was a big Rams fan with Vince Ferragamo playing quarterback, where he hit Nolan Comroe between the 2 and the 1. Should have been a pick 6. That would have been interception number 4 and a touchdown. He got MVP of the Super Bowl. He got MVP of the Super Bowl with 3 picks. So this whole notion of, Josh Allen had them ready to win that game, had that not a process and or been called the way it should have been, or that just Cooks would have just caught the daggone ball. Don't let the ground or don't let the guys. If it would have been simultaneous, it's a catch to the offense. So at the end of the day, quarterbacks, guys, have to make plays. They got to figure. You can't just check down everything. You can't hand the ball off or check it down and be conservative and then punt the ball. And you can have a perfect game, a clean game, but you didn't score any points. You got to figure out ways. You got to take shots. You got to take some chances. And unfortunately, in some of these games, when the quarterback's not getting a lot of help, the interceptions happen, the fumbles happen, and it's, what happened? Well, quarterbacks, like I said, at any level, need some assistance.
All right, Mel, last one for me. Who do you like this weekend?
This is when I have on a game like that with Jarrett Stidham. Good luck trying to figure that one out. I mean, I know Peyton has an opinion of Stidham, a pretty solid opinion. He was a kid that some people really. I know Louis Riddick had a very high opinion of Jarrett Stidham coming out of college. He's got some talent. Do they rally around the quarterback? And New England's like a 4.5, 5-point favorite. Everybody thinks New England. This is a lock. New England's moving on to the Super Bowl, right? Well, there's surprises in this league. Backup quarterback sometimes that has some ability, and the coach believes in them. Yeah, the team rallies, everybody ups their game a little bit. Wouldn't bet against that. It's hard to have a strong opinion there one way or the other because of that X factor. Yeah, and the other game, good luck. We got a game in Seattle and the Rams. We saw what happened there. They had lead. They came back. They won it. Those teams know each other. I don't have a strong opinion there either. This past week, I liked Houston. They lost. I thought Denver could handle Buffalo. Denver should have lost. So I could have been. I ended up 1-1. Should have been 0-2. So good luck. I don't have a strong opinion on either one of these games this week. And my pick for the Super Bowl back in August was really good, wasn't it? It was Green Bay, Baltimore. How'd that work out?
Not well. I'm a former Rams fan, current Ravens fan, though. Well, we got it.
I was always around. I grew up. I loved the helmet. I grew up as a 5-6-year-old attracted a helmet in the Rams uniform. And I loved L.A. I always went L.A. So it was the Roman Gabriel. It was the Fearsome Foursome. It was Eddie Metter, Myron Patios, and all those guys. And I loved that team. So yeah, I was a Rams fan throughout. When the Colts would score, I'd be sitting down. Everybody would be cheering. I was still sitting. Then I became a Colts fan and a Rams fan as I got a little older. So no, it was always Rams, Colts, and now it's Rams, Ravens.
Your fandom is second to none. All right, Mel, we will go. We will talk to you soon. Thank you.
You got it, guys. Have a great one, man. Take care.
Well,
oh no.
What?
I don't like what just happened.
What just happened?
I think you love Mel.
I do,
and I think what just happened may have
fractured.
Have taken some of that away.
That's the KIPER Jr. Report brought to you by the Perisman Firm. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call the Perisman Firm right now at 718-WORKERS and get the justice you deserve. The Perisman Firm, where your case is their cause. Grew up as a massive Rams fan, and now he roots for the Ravens. You make it work. You put it together.
Well, you got to sprinkle in the Colts there, too.
Colts, right. Great. Passionate. Great.
I knew the second he said that. It was going to be a problem.
I grew up as a Rams fan. You're like, uh-oh.
Yes, I was like, oh, no, Mel.
Yeah, that was not the ammunition I want. I didn't even want. I wish I never heard that.
I know.
I wish I never heard that. Let's take a break, come back, unpack a lot of the stuff that Mel had to say. DNR with you, ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on those roads. It's frigid. It's Debbie Duhame.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Woo-woo! The earlier car fire on the Belt Parkway eastbound of Verrazano clear, but we've got another problem right past that eastbound belt at Bay Parkway. It's a collision. Stop and go traffic still on the Grand Central Parkway west at the BQE with a collision. 22 east in Watchung, a collision there at 287 South Exit 12 in Franklin Township. Another accident. Sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports, coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org. I'm Debbie Duhame, 880 ESPN, New York.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Perisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Perisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Prizes, flyaways, even
Cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Hey, hockey fans. Now with BetMGM, you can win a share of $10,000 in bonus bets when your anytime goal scorer nets 3. Enter BetMGM's Hat Trick Jackpot all season long for your chance to win some major bonus bets. It's easy. Just log in and opt into the promotion. Then make an anytime scorer bet on any hockey game of at least $10. If your player of choice scores 3 goals instead of just 1, you'll win your share of the $10K in bonus bets. There's nothing quite like watching a game with a hat trick, especially when it means you could win a share of $10,000 in bonus bets. Ready to shoot your shot? Download the app today. BetMGM. Make it legendary.
BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. New Jersey only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards or bonus bets that expire in 7 days.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Progressive knows sports brings people together, but you gotta feel bad for people who don't even get it. Some people will never know what it's like to see their favorite team's hopes decided by a ping pong ball to draft the next superstar. Or not. I mean, sure, it's silly for your happiness to hinge on the success of a 20-year-old entry-level employee, but you just can't help yourself. The stress is exhilarating. Progressive can't bring people together like the draft, but we can bring your home and auto insurance together with a bundle. So switch and see if you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states or situations.
Rich Eisen here. Hiring for your small business can feel like a full-time job, but LinkedIn Jobs AI Assistant takes the heavy lifting out of it. It filters applicants based on the criteria you set and suggests 25 great fit candidates daily so you can invite them to apply and keep things moving. Hire right the first time. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen, then promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI Assistant, making it easier and faster to find top candidates. That's linkedin.com/Eisen to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. Then promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI Assistant, making it easier and faster to find top candidates. That's linkedin.com/Eisen to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. So a lot from that Mel Kiper interview, other than he's maybe possibly a fraud Rams fan or Ravens fan, however you want to dissect that. I love that.
I'll tell you, the second I heard that, I was like, oh, no. This is not going to play well with Dave at all. And then he threw in the Colts.
Am I that transparent?
And then he's like, then also the Colts. I was like, oh, 3 teams? This is bad. After you get done telling how much you love him. Oh, I love you. You're the best, Mel.
I do love him. I still think his information is gold. I just think his fandom is crappy.
It's questionable.
Yeah, at best. All right, so do you think that maybe it's a blessing in disguise for the Jets that you were not forced into Dante Moore this draft? You'll have to take the best player available, and next year's quarterback draft is terrific.
I think it remains to be seen, though. I mean, the way Mel just described it is that you could potentially be in a spot like the Giants were in, where it was Caleb Williams, it was Jaden Daniels, it was Drake May, and then it was teams trying to do their very best to get up and get one of those guys.
Right.
And Chicago, Washington, and the Patriots saying, no, we like these guys just as much as you like these guys. We're taking them. So, I mean, if Dante Moore has an unbelievable season at Oregon next year and then comes out and he's the first pick or the second pick and he looks like a stud, then no, this was a huge missed opportunity.
Correct. But, I mean, let's be realistic for a second. You think the Jets aren't going to be one of the top 5 picks of next year's draft?
No, and they have 3 first-round picks.
Right.
Yeah. So, yes, I do. But, I mean, I also I'm glad you asked the question because I was thinking about asking the same question. I don't think there's anyone after Fernando Mendoza that teams are going to be clamoring to trade up to get.
Mm-mm.
So, I mean, if Dante Moore does come out, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be teams. So if you don't like him at 2, and you're not going to be forced into taking him at 2, at least you'd have the ability to now trade back and acquire more draft picks.
I agree with that, but you don't think the Jets would have had to take him with 2? They would have had to take him with 2.
They probably would have been. They probably would have been pressured into it, or they just would have loved him, and they would have taken him.
Okay.
Now, I mean,
so
I don't know.
So do you trust Aaron Glenn?
No.
Okay. So then isn't maybe it a blessing that if this next season is as bad as this season or in that same ballpark, you win 4 games or whatever, and then you move on from Glenn and then you give it to a fresh coach with all this draft capital?
Well, right, but I could look at it both ways, though, because that draft capital is not going anywhere. So even if I don't trust that Aaron Glenn and Tanner Engstrand can develop the quarterback the right way, at least if you have him, you have him. And I can cross that coaching bridge when I have to cross that coaching bridge. Like if you get Dante Moore 2 and you finally come to the realization midway through the season, like Aaron Glenn's not it, right? We need to bring in a smart offensive mind to pair with our quarterback.
Right.
You can still do that. There's a chance that you don't ever get a chance to take Dante Moore.
It's a fair point. Or you could irreparably damage Dante Moore in 1 year, and then the new coach comes in and you don't get the same level of quarterback.
Right, but I mean, again, it's hard to imagine that in 1 year you're going to be able to do that much damage. Right? Like, I mean, there's been quarterbacks that they've tried to screw up that eventually figured it out when they have the right coach. Am I confident that they'll get the right coach? I think there's a better chance if that coach has a quarterback he likes and 3 first-round picks to work with.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Here's the thing, and we don't need to get into like a Jets whole philosophical discussion. I don't know how you could ever think that. I don't know how you say, I don't know if they get the right coach. How could you possibly think they will? Like, it feels like every single thing they do is the wrong move.
Right, well, because it has been.
Right.
I mean, even to the point where, I mean, when Woody decided he wanted to fire Robert Saleh last year.
Robert Saleh is gainfully employed now.
He is, which I'm surprised they went with the defensive-minded guy. I'd be interested to see what his plan was for offensive coordinator.
Well, we'll find out.
I think that would be very important, obviously, with Cam Ward there.
So we're gonna dance this dance again, huh? With Robert Saleh.
Yeah, but I think he also falls into that, like, hey, coach for Cleveland, coach for the Jets. Like, it had no quarterback. What do you want him to do? How could anyone have success like that? Right? So now, I mean, and now all of a sudden he goes to a place they have a quarterback. I guess they're prioritizing, like, culture needs to change. And then I was just reading an article during the break that they made a point, and of course it's an interview, so I'm sure every team would do this, but like how important your plan for Cam Ward was going to be during your interview.
Mm-hmm.
So they must have loved his plan for Cam Ward and whoever he was bringing in for his staff.
Well, that's the way that they get to relevance again, right? Is by having a successful quarterback in Cam Ward, who I think can be a very good quarterback in this league too.
Right, but that's usually like when you have that situation, you're usually trying to find, or you see teams kind of go towards more of a offensive-minded head coach.
But think of how quickly he just completely redid his entire image.
Yeah.
The guy was fired mid-season, goes to the Niners, has a great year running the defense, which is ravaged by injuries, and now he gets a job 1 year later?
Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of going to an organization like San Francisco. He's always been a good defensive coordinator. Our defense is
always,
good.
Yes, I agree with that. But it's almost like failing with the Jets it's not even a strike against you.
No, it's not. It's because like how many people could under those circumstances have success, right? Then on top of the fact that it was the decision to draft Zach Wilson. Once they finally got off Zach Wilson and brought in Aaron Rodgers, he lasted 4 snaps before he popped his Achilles.
Right, and then even the next year, would they win 5 games?
Well, they fired him though.
Right,
they got rid of him, and then the defense went right down the tube.
Right down the tubes. But Jeff Ulbrich is having success, right? I mean, it's amazing.
God, everyone. I mean, for the most part, everyone once they leave.
Sam Darnold is playing terrific football now. He's got his team 1 win away from going to the Super Bowl. It's just you get away from the Jets, and all of a sudden, magically, things get way, way better. Except Zach Wilson,
because we're not well run.
I know, but it's painful to think about. And I've said this to many people because I got a lot of nice Jets fan people reaching out. Oh, good for you, so happy Harbaugh, and I almost feel guilty. Like, what am I supposed to say?
But don't feel guilty. It's not your fault.
No, but I feel badly. Like, I genuinely feel badly. Like I got people reaching out. You know what? Awesome. So happy for you. Harbaugh is going to change the entire dynamic. Well, sorry, you're screwed.
Well, what are we supposed to do? I mean, a lot of the decisions that the great coaches make when taking a new job has to do with ownership. It sounds like it's one of the reasons why John Harbaugh was willing to have the Giants at the top of his list.
That's right. But also, Giants ownership went out of their comfort zone. They don't have the head coach report to the owner. It's not something they do. But because they wanted him so badly, they were willing to go outside of what they normally do. Why don't the Jets ever do anything like that?
Well, they do stuff like that. I mean, that was the way that they do it. Was that both report to the owner?
I just mean go
and it
outside
didn't
their
work.
comfort. I don't mean that specifically. I mean go outside the comfort zone. Do something that maybe you're not comfortable with. It's the right thing to do.
Right, but what is that though? I mean, I guess you're right. I mean, they have had opportunities, but that
Moving
was
on
like,
from Aaron Glenn? Why is that so crazy?
No, I don't think that's crazy. I mean, going back to when they hired Adam Gase instead of Mike McCarthy, that's probably that's not probably. Mike McCarthy's the right decision there.
Clearly.
But they went with Adam Gase. Because they come to these decisions and they end up making the wrong decision. You're right.
Every time.
That's what it feels like, yeah. And that starts up top, but up top's not changing. Woody Johnson's not going anywhere.
No.
So, I mean, you're going to have to deal with it, and hopefully you fall into a really good coach or a really good quarterback. But even then, I don't even know, if whoever that quarterback is turns into a really good quarterback with you, or it's on another team, that he ends up being great.
Yeah, you're going to have to hope that you just fall into the coach. Because the best coaches aren't going to go to the Jets, right? Unless you have the number one pick and they love that quarterback. That's probably, in your best interest is probably to have an awful season next year. Awful. Watch college football. Arch Manning, terrific. Dante Moore, terrific. Have a top 2 pick. Get one of those guys. Hand that to a coach that you know is going to be good. And maybe, just maybe, that can buoy the franchise into being good again.
Yeah, I think that's what it's going to take. It's just one of those quarterbacks.
So you want the Jets to be bad next year?
Yeah.
Ugh.
What is good? They're not going to be a playoff team.
No, but it's so cruel. You're coming off a 3-win season. You're the second pick in the draft. And now you look at next year, you're like, yeah, we need to be awful again to be able to even just sniff at the quarterback.
If it's in the best interest of my team moving forward, yeah. Otherwise, how am I going to figure it out? I mean, Mike Tomlin's not banging down my door.
No, of course not.
Right? John Harbaugh wasn't banging down the Jets' door. I mean, who are you going to get? You're going to get another. You could probably get another first-time head coach coordinator to pair up with hopefully a quarterback. I mean, that's what it's going to end up being, probably.
Right. So you're going to get a first-year quarterback and a first-year unproven head coach.
Yeah, most likely. Unless the quarterback is so good. Unless you have the first overall pick, and like you said, it's Arch Manning is just lights out next year in Texas.
Right.
And then someone's gonna love that idea.
And then you're gonna have the pick of the litter because they just want to be with that quarterback.
Right.
So badly. All right, let's take a break. 800-919-3776. We'll get to your calls wherever you want to go here. We're going to get back to the college football at the top of the hour. And, of course, at noon today, John Harbaugh has announced as the Giants' new head coach. 1-800-919-3776. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Show your team spirit and save big only at Security Dodge during the Start Something New sales event. For a limited time, score an extra $500 off on top of all rebates and new incentives just for coming in and wearing your favorite team's jersey or swag. High school, college, or pro, football, basketball, hockey, and every sport in between. It's easy to win big at Security Dodge in Amityville. Visit us today or shop 24/7 at securitydodge.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter.
FanDuel is turning on playoff mode. All customers get a profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. Each game day during the championship round, you'll find a pack loaded with multiple profit boosts waiting for you in the app. More boosts means more ways to level up your playoff bets. Pick the matchups you believe in, take your shot on an upset, or build a parlay that fits the moment. Hey, the Patriots are traveling to Denver, and the Rams are traveling to Seattle. What's your feel? Then apply your profit boost and go after even bigger payouts while the playoffs keep rolling. So visit FanDuel.com/local and grab your profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Caught with a gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope. It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Before we get into the NFL conversation again, do we have any update on this man's role?
APB, where's the roll at?
There is no news.
Has anyone seen an unbuttered roll anywhere on the floor?
There's no way. First of all, there's no one in there. Second of all, the office isn't a huge office. The roll never made it up the elevator.
So you believe the roll was left downstairs?
Yes.
Somewhere, either outside, never purchased and left at the counter, left at the front of the building, somewhere, never made it into the elevator.
Nope, never. A roll doesn't just disappear.
I think we're being watched.
That guy does. There is that sneaky guy from upstairs on the construction side that does come down, like that is just bouncing around all the time. Maybe he thought it was
to steal a roll.
Maybe like, oh look, just a roll sitting here by itself, all sad.
An unattended roll.
Maybe I treat this roll the right way and like really butter it up a little bit.
You think the roll was crying for help?
Yes.
Right. Here's the bigger question. Here's the better question.
The roll is meant to be a vehicle for other things.
What do you mean? What does that even mean?
Well, the roll was meant to put stuff like on it or in it. It wasn't meant to be just eaten by itself.
Well, of course, but it's a roll of sadness. The guy has no sleep. The Knicks lost. The Rangers lost. He wants his roll of sadness.
But maybe that guy was like, you know what? Someone needs to treat this roll the right way.
That's right. You think he brought it like saw a child being mistreated? I'm going to bring that child into my home.
Right.
You think he brought the roll to another floor and is like, here, jelly and butter and cream cheese. What would you like?
Exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to treat this roll right.
So here's my question. Everyone listens to the show that works at the station, right? They're on their way in. They listen?
I think so.
Did one person, Ray, walk in and hand you a roll that they purchased you today?
No, and I don't expect that to happen. So, whatever.
Wow.
You angry at yourself?
I'm not angry at myself. I'm worried about myself. That's where I'm at.
Well, when did you know, Ray, that you needed help? It was that day back in January.
When I lost my roll.
When I lost my unbuttered roll.
He goes into the therapist's office. He's like, so, Ray, what can we work on today? I lost my roll.
Oh, poor Raymond. Get a nap today,
poor
Ray.
Raymond. Poor Ray.
Get a nice nap.
Ray, so now you must be starving, no?
That'll be fun.
What a trooper.
It's the coffee sustained him.
Yeah, thank God for the coffee.
Thank God for the coffee.
All the chemicals you drink.
Although, who knows if there was even coffee in that mug.
That's right.
Somebody drank my coffee.
Can you imagine Ray blowing out a cup of coffee with nothing in it? Ray.
I don't think that's what Rick is implying. I think Rick is implying there's something else in the coffee cup.
No, I was implying that there's maybe just nothing in the coffee cup.
Again, this is the trash diving guy, so,
Wow.
I love how I have a reputation of dumpster diving for food. I may have eaten one slice of pizza that I accidentally threw away one time.
Wait, why would you accidentally throw away a slice of pizza and then drag it out of the garbage?
Well, because it wasn't by accident. But then once I threw it away, I recognized, you know what, that probably was a mistake. I should go back and get it.
How quickly was it in the garbage?
Seconds. I turned my back.
Out of all the people on this show, the guy who would least have to dumpster dive in his life is the one who ends up doing it.
Listen, this was not a financial thing. This was I had a bunch of pizza. I thought I had eaten enough. The only way I'm not going to eat it is to throw away. And then I recognized to myself, you know what? You need that piece of pizza. It's only been in there for seconds. You're fine.
How much of the pizza had been eaten before you tossed it?
Most of it. There was probably a couple slices left. I was like, you know, I need at least one more. It's a sin to let that go to waste.
But of that specific slice,
None.
had you eaten part of it? So it was a full slice.
Full slice.
On top of the garbage.
Right on top.
I don't think I do it, but I won't crush you for doing it.
Right. Well, I don't think it was terrible.
That's not true. If we were at a party and you saw him do that, you'd be jarred.
Yeah, but I'm not doing anything at a party, you animal.
That's true.
Right, but it's not like at the couch cast I threw something away and jumped in the garbage for it.
I mean, was anyone watching you? We don't know what you did.
You're right. That's the only way I like to dine is I like to throw it in the garbage first and then take it out.
You know what? Everyone has their own fetishes.
Yeah. Could have said something really mean right there.
You know what? A man that would never eat trash, Ira in Staten Island. Ira, good morning.
He
You're
just
on ESPN New York.
He just eats poop every year with the Jets.
So do you.
I was going to say, what do you do?
Don't be mean to Ira. Hi, Ira.
Hey, good morning. No, it's all good. Everything's good. I've taken it for a long time. Listen to Mel. Listen, at 16, if the Jets fall in love with Simpson, so be it. My honest opinion on him, I don't think he's ever going to be a franchise quarterback. I don't even know if he's going to be average. And the reason I think I said to you during the year, I've watched him, and at critical moments, and Rick, you're a player, you'll get it. When you look in an opponent's eyes and you look like he looks overwhelmed or scared, you do not want to make him a quarterback that you pick in the first round. You want to take a flyer on someone like that in the fourth round, I get it, but I'm not wasting the 16th pick on Ty Simpson.
Yeah, listen, I mean, they're going to have to draft a quarterback. So, I mean, if that's 16, if that's depending on what happens with Chambliss, if that's top of the second or trading back into the first, they have to address the position. They need an entirely new quarterback room.
Yes.
Fields is gone. Brady Cook can't play. Tyrod's hurt too much to be the back. I mean, they need help.
They need two capable quarterbacks.
Yeah, right. And I don't know what the bridge is going to look like. I don't know who that ends up being veteran wise. But I mean, the reality is,
I sent you guys the report over the weekend that the speculation that they might bring in Tua.
Yeah, Tua. I mean, I guess he would fit more what they're trying to do as opposed to Justin Fields. Like if you're trying to run Detroit's offense,
then you'll win 6 games, and then you'll miss out on getting.
That's the last thing I want to do. But listen, I thought I was negative. We had 30 seconds of John talking Jets. I mean, he's done.
Oh, and John's not happy with you either.
Why? What did I do?
He says, I'll read it verbatim. Why are you throwing out full slices of pizza? Can't you put it in the fridge?
I could put it in the fridge if I intended to eat more pizza at some point. I was just supposed to be.
So you thought at that moment, I will never eat pizza again.
Right. The time to eat pizza is done. And if it goes in the fridge, that means I'm going to eat it again, and I don't want to eat it again.
So you did it to try to save yourself.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, John's big take, is, and I hope he's right, is the Giants go to the Super Bowl before the Jets are above 500.
Right. Giants appear in the Super Bowl before the Jets get to 500.
Right.
And he has no hope. He thinks that, what happens if we get Arch? Arch stinks. or his grandfather's not going to let him play for the Jets. Like, he is completely dead.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. I understand why. Like, I get it. I understand why you people are the way you are. Why you have no hope. Why you feel like it's such an awful situation.
Right,
because it is.
But at that point, though, why even watch them? Like, why even be a fan if you have zero hope?
Because he's an addict. Because he can't help himself. It's his team. He's rooted for them since he's a little boy. It was passed down from his dad.
Right, but you got to have some hope that at some point it's going to change for at least a minute. Like, it doesn't have to be an extended period of time, but at least for a year or two, you have some success.
But, Rick, when was the last time it changed for a minute? 15 years ago.
All right, we're due.
Let's
Let's just change it for the Sabres now, finally. Right? I mean, at some point, like, you're gonna fall into it, you think. You'll hit on the coach, maybe. You'll get the quarterback for a couple of years that looks good.
At some point, I really hope this happens.
It doesn't have to.
You would think so.
But I'm not saying
the law of averages.
Right, I'm not even saying Super Bowl or anything like that. I'm saying, like, just to be over 500.
But by the way, did you see what the Giants over-under is for this coming season?
8.5.
8.5.
Look at that. That's me just off the top of my head.
You're so wise.
Savantish.
That's what you're savant-like, yeah. That's why you harmonize.
I am a harmonizer.
Yeah, I know. All right, let's break. We'll come back. We got it all. We got the Knicks and the disaster that they are. We got Indiana and the incredible story that they are. It's DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2025 Mazda CX-50 2.5S Select with all-wheel drive for $179 for 33 months. Or buy with 0.9% APR financing for 72 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for these details. VIN SN379853. MSRP $33,425. Zero security deposit. APR $14.27 per month for $1,000 finance, ends 2/2/26.
Hi, I'm John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. You know what's interesting about the words personal injury? The first word is person. And at D'Agostino & Associates, that word means everything. That's because I handpick every person in our firm, from the pleasant professional person who answers your call to the experienced person litigating your case in court. Because every person in my firm is an extension of me. And the only way to exceed our clients' expectations is to deliver the highest level of personal service every single time. And that starts with hiring the right people. You see, we know that every client is a person too. Someone going through the toughest time in their lives and deserves to be more than just a file number. At D'Agostino & Associates, we put the person back in personal injury. So call 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222 and ask for me, John D'Agostino, and let's talk about your case, person to person. D'Agostino, law, bite back.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
And the celebration begins. Curt Cignetti has led the Indiana Hoosiers to the national championship.
Have this kind of success in 2 years. Look what he's turning into.
Incredible.
I knew in third grade I wanted to coach. I just kept working and things happened, and here we are.
In one of the great coaching jobs of all time, in one of the great turnarounds in American sports history.
I don't think that anything has ever been close to a turnaround like this.
The Indiana Hoosiers are football national champions.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I win. Google me.
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
It really is remarkable. Welcome, DNR, with you, 9 o'clock hour on ESPN New York, that we live in a world where Indiana, the Indiana Hoosiers, are at the top of the mountain when it comes to college football. I honestly, I never, ever, ever thought we would have this day. Ever.
No, ever. But, I mean, it's where college football is at now. It's the rules. I mean, as much as you hate them, right, as much as we criticize them with, the portal being open before the season ends, or Lane Kiffin taking a job at LSU while his team is in the college football playoff, like these rules have allowed a team like Indiana to all of a sudden turn around in 2 years.
Right. Little did we realize that we were looking at like the maestro of being able to do this in Curt Cignetti.
Right. I mean, not just do it. Do it in 2 years. Undefeated national championship.
Rick, they were 3-9 the year before he took over. They were 4-8 that year prior to that. 2-10 the year prior to that. They had won 9 games the 3 previous years to him being the coach, and they just went 16-0.
16-0, and absolutely throttled people.
Throttle. You said it. 470-something point differential.
Yep.
Unheard of.
Tapping out, like best teams, like Alabama tapped out. 56 on Oregon.
Couldn't compete. I mean, they took your will. They ran the ball down your throat.
Yeah. So they got what was that? Oh, that's stats. I mean, that's just ridiculous, man.
What?
They just showed Cignetti's stats. So Indiana turned around. Before Cignetti, their winning percentage was 42%. Under Cignetti, it's .931. He's got 2 losses.
He's 27-2.
They've never had a 10-win season before him. He's got 2, and this is their first ever championship.
I don't know that a coach has ever taken over a program, an organization, or whatever, and done a better job in the history of sport than Curt Cignetti.
That's from 1887 to 2023. They had no 10-win seasons.
This is the second ever team to go 16-0 in college football. The first was Yale in 1894.
That's unbelievable, man.
By the way, aside from the greatness of Curt Cignetti and Indiana and the program and the story and all of it, last night's game, phenomenal. I thought it had high-level talent. It had plays being made.
Yep.
That receiver, Becker, he made a couple of great catches. It was a very, very highly well-played
Malachi Tony's a stud. I mean, yeah.
Oh, he's awesome.
But that was the thing, though. And it was, I think the number one, it ballooned up to like 8.5 before the game started.
It came down, though. All the money was going on Miami late before that.
Right,
game.
and that was something they were talking about. I was watching McAfee in the afternoon, and he said that that Miami late was going to get lots of money. That's how it had been. Miami was getting late money, and they did. But just to have the first couple Indiana games go the way that they went, I think that there was the fear that maybe like this it's just they're going to be too good. That you get into this like once this thing starts rolling, that Miami's not going to be able to slow this thing down. But to their credit, I mean, they were right there till the very end. That's even with a blocked. I mean, that's even with the block punt that went for a special teams touchdown.
I was telling the guys before, didn't you feel like it was only a matter of time before they blocked the punt?
Yes.
Like it just felt like, okay, he takes the punt, he runs, he like runs to the right, he rolls into a kick, and it just felt like it was tenuous all night long. And then they finally block it, they jump on it, and I will tell you this: the second that happened, I was like, all right, that's game over.
Yeah, I thought the same thing, but I was like, the guy didn't get the memo that the kicker was going to run to the right. He just chipped him. Like, just pushed him a little bit. It's like the kicker's running that way.
Yeah, but it felt like you were playing with fire. It's only a matter of time before they. I mean, and what's his face? Chris Fowler. He said they've blocked a lot of punts this year. Just be careful. I think they blocked 7 punts, so be careful. And you're like, oh, that was close. That was close. There they go. They got it. But I thought the game was done. 10-point lead, fourth quarter. The game is over now.
But if you think about just like, I mean, how Cignetti was able to do what he did. And as seamlessly as he did it, right? Like, I mean, he's not the first person to try it, but the fact that he was able to execute it the way he executed it, like he had success at JMU, he takes a certain group of guys with him to kind of just set the foundation of, hey, this is how we do things. This is the culture of this team. Like they'll be in charge of the locker room and the players, and then bring in the right guys in the portal and hit on the quarterback and all the different pieces that he hit on. And then end up undefeated. And I think my first thought last night watching that was the effect that John Harbaugh is going to have on the Giants locker room.
Oh, I agree.
With that credibility and what it's going to mean to those players to have, because they're screaming for it, they're begging for it,
and you're going to be held to an expectation of you're going to show up on time. You're going to. I mean, it's going to be Coughlin-esque, and you're right. They were like, this is what we need. We need Tom Coughlin. The funny thing is, when they had Tom Coughlin, now it's not this group of guys. They didn't want Tom Coughlin. He's too hard. We got to figure out a way to soften him a little bit. They did, and it wound up being a great marriage. Now they're pining for a guy like that.
Right, which is, I mean, again, I think also speaks to like the conversation we just had about the Knicks. Right? Like, I mean, in the middle of that and how hard it is, you don't think that you need it. Like, this is too much, man. We don't need this. Like, this guy's a pain in the ass. Until you don't have it anymore, and you're like, you know what? We kind of need that. Like, we need somebody.
Don't realize it's like when you're in school. And you have that teacher that's so hard on you, and they just give you, everything, and they're all over you, and you can do better, and this, and then you realize at the end of the semester, the quarter, the year, whatever, you're like, oh my God, like they weren't doing that just to be jerks, they were doing that to get the most out of me.
Right, and some people need that, and some people don't. Like some teams need that, and some teams don't. Right now, the Giants need it. Right now, the Giants need someone to come in that has the track record, has the credibility, has the ability to stand in front of a room and tell you, hey, this is how it's going to be, and you believe it. You trust it because you've seen it work. Mm-hmm. And then not to mention all the other things that he's going to bring to this building as far as upgrades that these guys didn't even know that they were missing. That all of a sudden, like, I mean, you're going to start seeing the effects of those also.
I can't wait. Oh, this is going to be a great day in Giants history. And this is by far the most accomplished head coach they've ever had that they brought in.
Absolutely.
I mean, obviously, Parcells and Belichick was an assistant. Lombardi was an assistant. Tom Landry was an assistant. But as far as a guy that's going to be, first day on the job, who has the most trophies, this is it.
Right. Already has the longest track record of success.
Yes, he has the gravitas. He walks in and there's instant credibility, which even more so than Curt Cignetti, because, I mean, maybe on a local level, they knew Cignetti. We didn't know Cignetti.
No, not at the highest level. Not like what Harbaugh was doing.
No. I mean, I haven't heard one person say this isn't going to be a good hire for the Giants. Not one.
Oh, we've taken some phone calls with some negativity.
Someone of value, like all the experts.
Right.
You talk Louis Riddick and Hasselbeck. I mean, anybody you ask, Mel Kiper, this is a slam dunk home run hire.
Right, but those are people that know him, that know how he coaches, that know how he runs an organization. This is all just people that watch games and see mistakes during a game. That doesn't take into account all the things behind the scenes that he's done. Like, we keep hearing that word culture all the time. That's what John Harbaugh has done in Baltimore. I know it's like the fun buzzword now. People are sick of hearing it, but like that, I mean, I was listening to something this morning, just like he was actually given a talk on how he builds the culture and what it means and everything else. And it's just like I can understand why if you were someone that played for his team would be inspired to buy into what he's selling you. Because it makes perfect sense. It's like, I mean, there are certain people that just have the ability to stand in front of a room and speak and make you believe in what they're saying.
Mm-hmm. And you want to do what they're asking you to do.
Well, and then, I mean, because, again, like, right? We all want to be successful. That's the whole point. Like, the reason these guys are playing football is, yeah, the money's great, but they want to win. They want to go have personal success. And they got to a point where it's like, yeah, like, practice isn't as hard as it's not that hard. This is fine. We show up, but there's no payoff for us. I'd rather it be hard and win as opposed to be easy and we lose every week.
Well, obviously.
And like, it's going to be harder. It's absolutely going to be harder. And he's going to be, the expectations are going to change, and he's going to ask more from these guys, and I think they're ready for it.
I think so. I mean, like we mentioned, the over-under right now, 8.5. There's a 50-50 chance Vegas looks at that the Giants are going to be a above 500 team. When's the last time you could say that?
Well, you heard Mel. Mel's like, there's no reason not to believe that they can't do what the Patriots are doing. I wouldn't go that far.
I can't live in that world yet.
Right, but I wouldn't go that far because the Patriots, it wasn't just as simple as just plugging in Mike Vrabel and
they
Mike
also
McDaniel
spent the
and
most
Josh
money
McDaniels.
that's ever been spent, and
and they hit on everybody.
Right. It was the perfect storm. But do I think the Giants could be a playoff team? Yes, I do.
Yeah, I don't think that's unrealistic at all. I'm
not sitting here telling you definitively, or if they don't make the playoffs, it's a disappointment. But do I think it's a possibility? I think it's a possibility, yes.
You're going to have a great coaching staff. You believe in the quarterback. You get Malik Neighbors back. You're gonna add pieces this offseason. You'll have the fifth overall pick and some stuff you do during the draft.
Yep.
The only thing that could potentially stand in your way, I guess, is just how much of the decision making does Joe Schoen have, and if you trust that or not.
Well, it doesn't sound like he's going to be the ultimate decision maker.
No, it feels like he's been essentially neutered, and he's just kind of riding the ride with Harbaugh now.
Wait, it doesn't really make sense. Like, if you've been neutered and you're just kind of riding the ride, why wouldn't you let him just bring his own guy in? Well, I think it'll matter because I think ultimately it'll all fall on Harbaugh. But why would you let a guy stay employed? You just didn't want that much change?
Yeah, I think that was part of it. Yeah, just because of when you change the GM, how much actually changes.
Well, whatever. I will tell you this. You know how upset, despondent I was about Joe Schoen, GM, not leaving. It's fine now.
Well, how does Bean keep his job and get a promotion?
Bean got promoted.
They got promoted.
I don't know. I guess what happens is these GMs, they get the ear of the owner, and they just believe everything they say.
Right. Well, the owners are spending more time with the GMs than the other coaches.
Right.
And as far as I think these coaches, right, are the players. They're with the coaches, and then you have the GM sitting there with the owner talking about, hey, look, come on, but I would have done this. We got plenty of talent. Just how guys are being utilized, how guys aren't being utilized, and then all of a sudden now, before you know it, it's the coach's fault. We got to make a change, and the GM's sticking around.
Right, but that seems to be more the norm, more the rule than anything else.
I also think that the change part is also something to take into account, just how much actually changes.
Here's what's going to happen. If the Giants have an awful draft and it stinks, it's not going to be John Harbaugh that is looking for work. It's going to be Joe Schoen, and I'm sure he knows that, and I'm sure everybody knows that.
Yeah, well, even if they win some games, and John Harbaugh's not happy with the relationship with Joe Schoen, it probably
if John Harbaugh walks in tomorrow, or not tomorrow, after the season, and says, this is not working for me, I need my own GM, he's going to get his own GM.
Right.
And that's why I have hope.
Well, you should have hope just because you got the quarterback and you got the coach now.
I know. I haven't felt like this in a very long time.
I'm happy for you.
I'm back.
You're so back.
I'm so back.
It's the polar opposite. You're so back, and John has never been more dead.
Well, again, it's listening to John, and Jets fans like John. It's pathetic.
It really is sad, isn't it?
He thinks the Giants are closer to going to a Super Bowl than the Jets are to being above 500.
Well, how could you not, though, at this point?
It shouldn't be that hard to be above 500.
It should not be that hard.
It shouldn't be that hard.
Right, but for us it is. We don't have a quarterback, and we don't believe we have a coach. So how are you going to get to 500?
Well, you're not this year.
Right, and you don't want to be either.
No. But you know what'll happen? The Jets will win like 7 games this year. They'll bring in Malik Willis. He'll be so good. He'll get the 13th pick, and you'll never be able to get that quarterback.
Great. That's just what I need.
Well, it just feels like any time something can go wrong, it does.
It has. Yeah, even when we had, our hopes have never been higher when we got Aaron, and it lasted 4 plays.
You think there are Jets fans out there that are like, no, you guys are looking at this wrong. We're moving in the right direction. Things are going to be fine. They're going to be good.
How could you possibly say right now that we're moving in the right direction? Outside of the fact that we have, 5
a lot of first-round, second-round picks.
Okay. Do you trust the person that's making those picks?
No.
I guess Mougie's done a pretty good job.
Mougie's been okay, yeah.
Yeah. But then it's like once you draft the players, now the coach actually has to coach them up and put them in the right spot to have success.
And that's if you draft the right players. I mean, having commodity and trading it for real value, I think, is easier than hitting on all these draft picks.
Well, right. I mean, it's actually, I think you've seen more teams willing to trade picks for proven commodities now. Right, like for actual production as opposed to what you think this person can do at the next level.
Mm-hmm. Lot of local flavor to the championship weekend, by the way, huh?
Yeah.
You got Leonard Williams.
Yep.
You got
Julian
Jason
Love.
Myers. You got Sam Darnold. You got is it Mevis? Is that how you say this kicker's name?
The thicker kicker, yeah.
Yeah. There's got to be more that I just not thinking of these guys.
I got to go through the teams here.
Evan Engram, is he on Denver?
Yeah.
Little Jordan Humphrey.
Yeah.
Lot of local flair.
Not so little Jordan Humphrey.
He's not so little. He dropped. Oh, that was a good throw from Knicks the other day.
That was a great throw. I still can't believe he broke his ankle, man. What a bummer that is.
Have you seen this conspiracy theory, which I think is gobbledygook? But have you seen this?
I love conspiracy theories.
That he didn't break his ankle in the game. He broke it in the post-game celebration in the locker room.
Oh,
and that's why it took so long for this to become.
Could you imagine that?
No.
No, it's more likely that I've seen a couple different videos though where like limping around a little bit that they just
you could see the play. It was that play where they had just had the pass interference and he took it around left end.
Yep.
And he got hammered and he got up and he was all hobbled.
Right, they got to wait for the X-ray and everything else, just to confirm that he was hurt, how bad it was. He's got to get surgery too. Yeah,
poor guy.
That's terrible.
My God.
We get to an AFC Championship game and you got to sit it out because you got hurt.
I know he's here too, but you don't know that you're ever going to get back here.
No, there's a chance that you don't.
There's a chance you never get back here, and now all the shine goes on Jared Stidham, or not.
Listen, Mel believes that this could be sneaky trouble for the Patriots.
We got to ask Lewis about this tomorrow because he said Lewis is a big fan of Stidham.
He likes Stidham. I think Sean Payton really likes Stidham also.
All right, well, we'll find out. Let's go to Edgar in Bloomingdale before we get to stuff you missed. Everyday Edgar, how are you?
How you doing, guys? Listen, everyone's in a Harbaugh haze. No one's realizing the Knicks are awful. It's bad, bro. It's gotten – no one's going. Everyone's Harbaugh, the press conference. Dude, I'm telling you, people don't care anymore. It's Harbaugh. I'm getting chants in the Costco. Harbaugh. It's crazy.
Hang on a second. You're walking down the aisles of Costco and people are like, Harbaugh.
Yeah. It's nuts, Dave. I don't know what you've done. Maybe you've done it. I think you did.
I got to go to your Costco.
You got to get the Harbaugh haze at my dispensary. There's a Harbaugh haze strain. It's crazy. His face is on the bag.
You think he signed off on that?
No. Yeah, they called him up. The locals say, we want to put your face on a bag. But anyway, I think that they got to play defense. It's that simple. They don't. Our best players are defensive liabilities. Jalen and Cat cannot play defense. And Cat kicked someone in the junk yesterday. I'm losing it with that guy. I don't know what he's doing. It's bad, man. It's bad.
Yeah, listen, Karl Anthony Towns. And you know what the funny thing is next to the call? I don't exactly know why. Whenever anything goes wrong with the Knicks, it's always his fault. Like, Bridges was not good. OG was not good. But it's always going to go back to Karl Anthony Towns. He's always going to be the first guy blamed for the Knicks' failures.
He's the guy, though.
But why is that?
Well, because he was the big swing. I mean, he was supposed to be the difference maker.
Well, they traded 5-1s for Bridges.
Yeah, I know. I understand that. But he's supposed to be your second best player. He's probably an easier target, too, but he's your second best player. I mean, this is... Like, he was supposed to be the difference between you being a playoff team or you being a championship team.
He makes it easy, and this is a bad thing to say, he makes it easy not to like him, though. He does.
Yeah, I understand that.
Like, just his game, just the way he plays, just the way he's always on the floor, just the way he complains all the time.
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's absolutely frustrating. I mean, we dealt with it last season, too, during the playoffs, just like games that he would just disappear.
I mean, what was the game this year? He's like, well, the game wasn't coming to me. Well, you take over a game. How about that?
Right. I think he took, 2 shots in the first half and 2 shots in the second half?
Yeah, I think he took 4 shots in the entire game.
He's just trying to figure it out. It's a new system.
Please. RJ.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
Any sign of the roll?
None.
But the roll never made it upstairs. There's no way it disappeared. I think Ray just had a moment and then probably left the roll at the cart.
So, but wouldn't it be incumbent upon, what's your guy's name, Dave?
Veneer.
Veneer?
But I don't think he goes to Veneer.
Oh, he doesn't. He goes to a rival
I don't
card.
think so, no.
Wouldn't it be incumbent upon that person to say, hey, sir,
well,
the role you just paid
maybe Ray paid him, and Ray, shuffled off so quickly, and the role was just there, and the guy's like, wait, your role! And then that was it. Ray just vanished.
Wow. a long lost role story.
It's also nice, too, for business because he didn't have that thing buttered, so I just take that thing out of the bag, put it right back with the rest of the rolls.
Wow. Redistribute.
That's
right. He double sells it.
Yeah. Thank you, Ray.
Oh, poor Ray.
Maybe Ray should go to Veneer instead of the other guy.
Veneer would have never let that happen.
Never. Ray, I'm worried for you.
I'm worried for me.
Can you promise me you take at least 2 hours of nap today?
Again, that's the goal. Gonna try. Can't guarantee it, though. Again,
how can you not guarantee me a 2 hour nap? I'm
because
not asking
it's
you to take
hard,
a 6 hour nap.
It's hard to sleep during the day past a certain point. It's hard.
Really?
I've never really gotten used to it.
I feel like the second I would lay down, I'd be out like a light.
But you can sleep anytime, anywhere.
That's true. Maybe get a nice massage. Do you have a masseuse?
Like I find you, on the couch out there sometimes, and you're out like a light.
Yeah,
I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that here.
You're not a great sleeper?
Not in a place like that. You've seen those couches. They're not great they don't have great support.
Yeah, if you're that tired, though, your body just shuts itself down.
Guess so.
I've slept in way worse than that. I used to sleep on the floor of a bus.
Why would you sleep on the floor of a bus?
Hey, you're taking a long bus trip. Were you going to sleep on the chair?
I got to tell you.
In your chair?
I've got to tell you. I've heard some wild stories in the last few days, actually, about just minor league and lower level hockey.
Oh,
like what these guys have to go through. I heard an insane story about a professional hockey team and what they had to transpire. It's unbelievable.
I mean, at that point, you're taking a 15-hour bus ride. You can't sleep for 15 hours on a chair.
I tell you what, I'm not sleeping on the floor.
You get a blanket, you put it on the floor, night.
No. I'd rather not sleep.
It's probably cleaner than some of the hotels we stayed at.
I'm sure it is. RJ, you ever sleeping on the floor of a bus?
Never.
You wouldn't do it, right?
How about the overhead?
You
didn't deserve that. You didn't deserve that.
It took a second.
You're mean by nature. Why would you say that about him?
I don't know.
Oh, my goodness.
Because he called me a dumpster diver.
I was just going to say, he's upset we said what we said about diving into the trash
cans.
cans.
Guys hurt my feelings today.
Some people take the napkin and they tie it around their neck and they sit down to a fine dining experience. Rick sits down at the garbage. Says, what do we have today?
What'd you call him, garbage boy?
He's a dumpster diver.
What have we here?
I called him garbage boy.
Oh, man.
You know RJ?
I'm done talking.
No.
Yes, Dave.
Do you just call me Dear?
Yes, Dave.
I think he said Dave.
Okay, great. Are you ready to do stuff you missed?
Sure.
Let's go.
Now.
Walk up three-pointer. He got it! See ya! Put in the box!
The you missed.
I mean, you're concerned for my mental well-being. I'm concerned for your hearing right now.
Not great. Not great. John thinks so, too.
Thinks that my hearing is not great?
He was getting frustrated that you couldn't hear him during the last break.
Well, it's funny also. Sherry was yelling at me last night.
This is a troubling development.
I was watching Dexter. She's like, "Why do you have to have it so loud?" I was like, "That so I can hear it." So maybe I do have an issue.
It's concerning. Everyday Edgar laid it out. Knicks get blown out by Max Christie, who went for 26, and the Mavericks. Knicks go down 30 in the first half, never recovered. Lose to a Mavs team that's 8 games under 500, even with the win. So the Knicks lose their 4th straight, 9th out of 11. They got Brunson and Hart back from ankle injuries. Didn't matter. You wonder, Knicks won the NBA Cup in December. They were 23-9 going into the final game of the month of December. Since then, they are 2-9. And they're down to 3rd place in the East. They're only a game and a half up on 7th place, Cleveland. That's how bunched up things are behind them. But Jalen Brunson was named an All-Star Game starter. They're going to redo the format this year. It's notable who was not an All-Star starter for the first time since 2005. LeBron James. 21 straight All-Star Game starts. Dillon Brooks scored 27, Devin Booker 23. The Suns beat the Nets by 9. Some injuries in the NBA tell you about. Jimmy Butler, unfortunately, torn right ACL. His year is over. And Jalen Williams of Oklahoma City has that hamstring strain. He will be reevaluated in a couple of weeks. Men's college hoops, Arizona, unanimous number 1 in the AP Men's College Hoops Poll for the first time in their history. And we wish Bill Self a speedy recovery. Was hospitalized overnight. He's had a rough couple of years. But
not the first time he's had to be taken to that.
Yeah, I thought he'll be back soon, but hopefully sooner than we expect. Little perspective on the college football title game yesterday. The school for the most losses in FBS history, for as long as they've played college football, is Northwestern. Next on that list is Indiana. This, Dave, you said earlier you wonder if, I don't know how much if there's behind it. This is the greatest 2-year turnaround of definitely college football history.
Maybe in sports history.
Yeah, maybe in sports history.
What was that? You know what? Was there a soccer team that was awful, and they were expected to finish last in their division, and then they wound up winning the whole thing?
Leicester, was it?
Yeah.
Leicester City.
Yeah.
It's good on you for knowing that.
I mean, this is what I do.
Yeah, you're good.
This is why I bring harmony.
You're good.
This is how I bring harmony.
I don't know about that, but I'll give you this one. Curt Cignetti, now 27-2 over his last 2 seasons. Prior to that, Indiana, they were losing to Purdue. They were losing by 45 to Michigan. They were 9-27 in the final 3 years before Curt Cignetti. 27-2 last 2 years. NFL hirings, you guys said it. Robert Saleh, next head coach of the Tennessee Titans. So 4 of the 10 openings are now filled. By the way, the Jets do play the Titans. It's in Nashville next year, but they do play. The Giants have requested to interview Vikings passing game coordinator on the defensive side, Durante Jones, for their defensive coordinator position. Should tell you that Jones has also interviewed in person with the Cowboys and the Jets for their defensive coordinator openings. By the way, talking defensive coordinators, how about Jeff Ulbrich? He will remain with the Atlanta Falcons under new head coach Kevin Stefanski. Dolphins, probably heard it by now, they have hired defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley. That's their next head coach. The Lions are finalizing a deal to bring on Drew Pensing. He's formerly the Cardinals offensive coordinator to be the Lions offensive coordinator. Unfortunate news, Zach Charbonnet, running back for the Seahawks, he needs knee surgery. He is done for the rest of the playoffs. But opposite news for the Broncos.
Big loss, by the way.
That's a huge loss.
Charbonnet's a good running back.
You remember J.K. Dobbins got hurt, that foot injury? We thought he might be done for the year. Broncos have opened his practice window, so hoping to get him back. Hockey, Ducks win their 4th row at the expense of the Rangers, 5-3. Anthony DeClaire scored a couple of times for the Islanders, who they handed the
Canucks.
Yeah, their 11th straight loss. Things are not going well, so much so they traded forward Kiefer Sherwood to the Sharks. And the Devils beat the Calgary Flames 2-1. Matthew Tkachuk, by the way, saw was back on the ice for the Panthers, his season debut last night. Didn't do anything in the score sheet, but Panthers lose 4-1. And, Rick, finally, we need your thoughts. Goalie fight broke out between the Panthers and the Sharks. Sergei Bobrovsky and Alex Nedeljkovic. Rick, how do you grade this fight?
How do I grade the fight? It was a goalie fight. I mean, I don't think it was a great goalie fight. It was fine. Bobrovsky was fired up. He came bombing down. Didn't take his helmet off. Kind of just was on the attack, but it was fine. It didn't seem like there was any real punches landed. I always like to see the goalies fight, though. You see how fired up everyone gets to on the bench when the goalies fight. They love it.
The NHL Twitter handle put it out on all their socials. So I love
the NHL pretends like, oh, man, fighting's not good. Fighting is good for the game.
They love it.
People love it.
And that's good stuff you missed.
That's nice. That's real nice. I have a stat which I find to be very intriguing and interesting. I'll tell you guys what it is next. Maybe not a stat, just a piece of information. It's wild.
I hope this is like the last time you read stats. Please, God, be like that.
No. I think this is more buttoned up.
Please, God.
I believe and I hope to God that this is more buttoned up than that one.
Please be that good. 92, 93.
I'm going to practice during the break. We'll come back next. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. He's got his Masters prediction, Rick is. And then, of course,
I hate you, right?
We'll continue to update you on the Mets and the Yankees, both having today off. It's DNR with you, 880 ESPN.
You think that's funny, huh?
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, good. You know it's not funny? Serious business. The traffic. Here's Debbie Duham.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Have a great day. Stay warm. Hey, guys, we've got an icing condition over in Ossining. So the Haverstraw Ossining ferry service, a 20-minute delay because of ice on the Ossining side. Watch for delays as you head over to the Van Wyck South bumper to bumper into Hillside Ave with some ongoing construction. 280 East Exit 13 in Newark. It's an accident. Sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 and free online resources for youth and high school sports, coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
Knicks fans, it's time for basketball, and the action starts on Wednesday at Crompton Ale House with Team ESPN New York and Ultra. Whether you need a pregame spot or you're looking for the right Knicks bar to watch the game versus the Nets, Crompton Ale House is your destination. The party tips off at 7 p.m., and Team ESPN will be giving away ESPN, Ultra, and Knicks prizes. Join fellow Knicks fans on Wednesday at 159 West 26th Street. Cheer on your Knicks, enjoy Ultra draft and bottle specials, and cool prizes all game long at Crompton Ale House.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
FanDuel is turning on playoff mode. All customers get a profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. Each game day during the championship round, you'll find a pack loaded with multiple profit boosts waiting for you in the app. More boosts means more ways to level up your playoff bets. Pick the matchups you believe in, take your shot on an upset, or build a parlay that fits the moment. Hey, the Patriots are traveling to Denver, and the Rams are traveling to Seattle. What's your feel? Then apply your profit boost and go after even bigger payouts while the playoffs keep rolling. So visit FanDuel.com/local and grab your profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Caught with a gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Team with the most rushing yards.
Yep.
So, gotta forget the numbers. So it's a little less than 100. 92 times. 92.
You guys are the
93.
worst.
Teams with the most rushing yards.
We're doing well.
Yes.
Shut up.
Forget it.
It's a little less than 100. 92. No, 93.
You forget it. I don't need this. I don't need to be persecuted on my own show.
Oh, I can't wait for the stat.
I don't know if this qualifies as persecution.
It is the definition of persecution.
This is going to be great.
This is cruel.
No. Just getting you ready.
No. You know what? Play some of his best hits. Come on.
No.
You want to play? Let's play.
We're trying
you got a pair of sevens? Look at this. Play some of his. Come on. RJ, come on.
No, we want the stat. You teased
I'm going to give you the stat. The stat's not going anywhere.
You teased it. You said it was going to be.
And I'm going to play it in a minute after I get 2 good sound bites from you.
You need to pay it off.
I'm going to pay it off. RJ,
but what other reason? I mean, they had one quad win. One quad, one win.
Good.
No.
That's it. No excuse for like a champion. It's DiPietro Rothenberg.
Happy birthday, RJ.
And right here on ESPN. And of
I've never heard that. Well, that's a good one.
YouTube.
Oh, boy. What happened to you there?
You threw me. Yeah, the happy birthday. You threw me. I don't know. I lost track.
That was good. I'm not familiar with that one. I like that. All right. I got it. I'm ready to dispense this information to you. What was that? Why was that necessary?
That was used as a gremlin, I think.
That's
all right.
Great.
Anyhow.
Oh.
Can I please?
Oh. Everywhere. Yep, let's go.
Give me the gremlin again. I like the gremlin. All right. In the history of Indiana football.
Yeah.
December 21st, 1979. December 28th, 1988. December 31st, 1991. They had 3 bowl playoff wins. They matched that number in the last 19 days. January 1st, January 9th, January 19th. That's a stat. That's a nugget. Come on.
That's beautiful.
And I believe I brought it to the table in eloquent fashion.
That was well dispensed. That was really nice.
I was a little nervous, to be honest.
I could tell. You teased it, and you came through.
So, come on. That's a good nugget.
That's a nice nugget, yeah.
In the history of Indiana football, they had 3 bowl wins. And over the last 19 days, 3 bowl wins.
Right. And 2 of those bowl wins, not just bowl wins. Those were bowl.
Right. Yeah, they're not playing, Mississippi Valley State in some meaningless game in 1979.
No, you smashed Alabama and then you smashed Oregon. Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah. I guess also on the flip side of this, there is now some validity to Miami should have gotten in, right?
Oh, of course there is. Yeah, I mean, their run was awesome too. I mean, had they finished this off and beat an undefeated Indiana team, you'd be talking about one of the great runs to a national championship.
Absolutely.
What they were able to do.
I mean, you beat Ohio. You know what the funny thing is? There was a time, I don't know a month ago, where we sat here, a month ago, Ohio State they're unbeatable.
Yeah, everyone just assumed Ohio State was going to win it.
Right? I was surprised that Indiana beat Ohio State when they beat them. I remember a lot of people, they're not going to play this game. They're just going to go lay up. No. They wanted to win that game because it's a culture that you've established there.
Right, but I mean, you're already at that point. You don't want to win the Big Ten championship?
Well, yeah, but
of course you do.
I heard a lot of people saying, does it really matter if you win it or not? You know,
it doesn't. Get in. Right, but to those people, it doesn't matter. But to the people inside that locker room, to the coaching, of course it matters.
16-0, perfect season.
I mean, it's one of the steps along the way. You don't. I mean, that's not who Cignetti is. That's not who this team is.
No, not even a little bit. You know what kind of stinks is, will it ever get better
than this?
Yeah,
probably not.
Like this is the pinnacle of how great Indiana football will ever be. It'll never get better than this.
Well, probably not. But now it's about sustained success, and it's I think probably why people were asking whether or not they thought Cignetti would take that next step to the NFL. Like, how does it get better than this? It can't.
It can't. But you can do it again.
Right. You just keep doing it. And this is, he clearly stated he knew since third grade he wanted to be a coach, and then quickly realized that, after being given the Green Bay Packers opportunity with Brett Favre in his prime and turning it down, that this for him is
the dream.
This is the dream.
Yeah, I don't know whether he would even pick up to leave for any other job. I think this might be it. This is the dream job, and he just had dream success. So why would he even think about leaving to go elsewhere?
Well, unless because I think most people are driven to
another challenge.
To another challenge to do it at the highest level, and he's happy with where he's at. I can understand both ways, right? I can understand.
Well, yeah,
that.
Sure. But he's made it pretty clear. He could have gone to Penn State had he wanted to. He signed a new deal at Indiana. The NFL, I'm sure he could get a plum job. He could get Pittsburgh or the Raiders with his quarterback and go there, or Baltimore. He's told you from the jump he's not interested in going to the NFL. I believe that to be true. I don't think he wants to go to the NFL.
No, but I also think it's knowing who you are and what makes you happy, and it's also knowing the kind of who you like to coach. Like, is this just an age group that I really like to coach, as opposed to now taking that next step where it's you're coaching grown men. It's different. I mean, it's a different experience. Coaching, I mean, just like different levels. It's different. It's a different experience. Like some guys just like the college, college level, that age group better to coach.
Right. They like the younger kids. They like the whole recruiting process. I mean,
and also what you're doing too. It's not just. I mean, you're not just coaching kids to be great players. You're trying to it's
teach them.
There's
how to be
more
men.
to it than that, right?
Yeah. I mean, most of the kids are not going to wind up playing at the next level.
Right. And you're also as you're trying to win football games and everything else, you're also trying to develop good people that are going to have success doing other things because a lot of them aren't going to make aren't going to make it to the NFL.
Most of them are not.
Right. So you're trying to give them all, teach them all the lessons that are going to help them in life.
What a great story. I mean, when you just really sit back and think about it, it doesn't even make sense.
It does not make sense, but this is, again, I mean, it's the beauty and the curse of what's going on in college football right now.
Well, this is one of the beauties of it, is you could get a school that was always a laughingstock of college football, and in 2 years they could be the darlings of the sport.
Right, and they can have the ultimate success. And then it also now kind of has shifted the dynamic of college football, where it's not just it's not the SEC and everybody else now.
Did you see the play? So Mel was talking about the cornerback Pons, who's really good.
Yeah,
but he's little. He's like 5'8", 170. If you haven't seen it, this is like right up Ray's alley. The tackle, I think the left tackle of Miami is like 6'7", 350, and they ran.
I felt so bad for him.
You saw this, right?
I saw the play.
So they ran a screen.
He went
and
right at him.
The corner came up to try to tackle. The corner, like 5'8", 170, got,
mauled.
Mauled wouldn't even be the appropriate word.
He got destroyed. He got absolutely destroyed.
He tried his best. Bless his heart. He tried so hard.
Bless his heart, you said. No, but you're right. He absolutely got lit up. But you know what? I'll take Pons. I love a player like that.
Right, it's the fact that he's willing to get lit up.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah, Deonte Banks would have been on the bench. He would have taken the circuitous route.
After you.
No. You go. We have a table waiting for you at the 20. Go ahead, please.
Good work, guys.
But that guy just makes plays on. He was the guy who had the pick six on Moore to start the game the other day.
Yep.
So,
yeah, he sure was.
Same guy.
He sure was. All right. We'll break. We'll come back. Little Giants, Little Knicks, 800-919-3776, and see if we can finally figure out what happened to this godforsaken roll. It's DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Show your team spirit and say big only at Security Dodge during the Start Something New sales event. For a limited time, score an extra $500 off on top of all rebates and new incentives just for coming in and wearing your favorite team's jersey or swag. High school, college, or pro, football, basketball, hockey, and every sport in between. It's easy to win big at Security Dodge in Amityville. Visit us today or shop 24/7 at securitydodge.com.
Hey, hockey fans. Now with BetMGM, you can win a share of $10,000 in bonus bets when your anytime goal scorer nets 3. Enter BetMGM's Hat Trick Jackpot all season long for your chance to win some major bonus bets. It's easy. Just log in and opt into the promotion. Then make an anytime scorer bet on any hockey game of at least $10. If your player of choice scores 3 goals instead of just 1, you'll win your share of the $10K in bonus bets. There's nothing quite like watching a game with a hat trick, especially when it means you could win a share of $10,000 in bonus bets. Ready to shoot your shot? Download the app today. BetMGM. Make it legendary.
BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. New Jersey only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards or bonus bets that expire in 7 days.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Smalls here. Life is full of choices, some big, some small. And when you choose an H&R Block Tax Pro, you're choosing the largest network of tax expertise to be in your corner. For when your big ambitions need help with the small details. For when your six figures come from 6 different places. For when your gaming stream becomes your revenue stream. For when your business's year one needs 70 years of tax know-how. At H&R Block, they've seen it all. And they're here to help you make the most out of your money for life outside the box.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's exactly when it's Tully time. 7 o'clock, St. John's and Seton Hall over on 1050 AM ESPN. And the ESPN New York app. Then 10 o'clock, the late night, Rangers visit the Kings. And also 10 o'clock, the Devils are in Edmonton to take on the high-scoring Oilers. And that's game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. So I walk into the TV room the other night.
Yeah.
And Alex's face is like, I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, nothing. I was like, what's the matter? Thought he's going to school, friends, like girl, like dad. I'm having a really tough time. I said, just tell me. You can tell me. What's
North
wrong?
Carolina.
He goes, Dylan Mingo's crystal ball. He's going to go to Baylor, I think, over Carolina. I was like, you need help.
The kid loves the Tar Heels, man.
But I mean, he was like despondent, like he visibly shaken.
Where do you think he gets it from?
I don't know. Where do you think?
I don't know.
Why does it seem like it's the Tar Heels that have the worst effect on him?
Because that's his favorite team.
That's his team.
He's fallen in love with because I'm the Giants, right? So he can't be the Giants. It's taken. So he's fallen in love with Carolina basketball.
Does it work like that?
That's how it works.
The Giants are taken.
Yeah. Listen, you can be the number 2 fan. You can't be the number 1 fan, especially in my house. You'll never do that.
You understand what's
Until
going on,
he does.
though, Raymond. Well, no, but he's not. He doesn't want to.
Can't.
He's going to take over the house, but he doesn't want. They're both serious about their fandom. He recognizes that Dave is too far along in the game as the Giants for him to jump in and now be the Giants.
That's right. I have 38 years on him with the Giants.
He's got to plant his flag and hit that flag. Carolina basketball.
Yeah. Oh, Dylan Mingo. I think he's going to go to Baylor. Like, okay. You know where he goes, by the way, Dylan Mingo? Lehigh.
Oh,
yeah.
Have I seen him play?
Have you seen Lehigh play?
I have. Yeah, I must
so
have
you
seen
probably
him play.
have.
Yeah.
And that's where Edgecombe went also. They are a massive power.
They are a powerhouse. Yeah. I mean, we don't even get to play that team.
It would be bad.
You'd be really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That team's sure. Like a national powerhouse.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Stepanak, Archbishop Stepanak up in White Plains in Westchester beat IMG the other day.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal. So today's the day. Today's the day we've been waiting for such a long time. And you finally get to be introduced to the new head coach, John Harbaugh. It's going to be glorious.
I think it's already glorious. I don't think you need the press conference to hammer that home.
Well, I think that like the press conference is like the final straw.
It's official.
Right? It makes it official, and he's going to be. Today's going to be a fun day in Giants land. We've had so many miserable days. Today's going to be a fun day.
You got exactly what you wanted, right? Like I mean, it happened. Baltimore decided to let him go, and boom, He decided he wanted to be a Giant, and you guys.
And how often does it happen that you have your sight set on something and it plays out exactly the way you hope it would play out? It doesn't really happen.
For me, usually never, as far as my teams are concerned.
Which of your teams is the closest?
Closest
Clearly it's
is
not the Jets. Is it
the Knicks?
Is it the Mets, the Islanders, or the Knicks?
The Knicks.
The Knicks.
Yeah, the Knicks. Listen, I mean, the Islanders are good. I don't think anyone expected the Islanders to be this good. I mean, Schaefer's kind of changed everything for them.
So which of your teams do you believe has the best chance to win the title? Not now, at any point down the road. Then you've never seen a title, right?
I've never seen a title, no.
So the first title you see will be by the?
It's got to be between. I think it's between the Mets and the Knicks. I'll say probably the Mets.
I was going to say that as well.
Probably the Mets.
Yeah, I was going to say that as well. Well, we'll see what happens next off season with the salary cap in baseball, though.
Right. We'll see if there is a salary cap. We'll see how much time that they miss. We'll see what happens with Cat. I mean, there's still a lot of things that are going to happen here. We still got to figure out what we're doing with the pitching staff. Right. Yeah. Like, I mean, we haven't addressed that yet.
The more I read, the more it sounds like Peralta's going to be dealt.
It sounds like he'll be dealt. I was just reading an article now that doesn't sound, the whole Bellinger-Toronto thing may be overstated.
So it's Yankees followed by the Mets, or is it just Yankees?
Yankees, Mets. And then maybe another team that gets involved.
Could you imagine what the phone lines would be like if Bellinger signs with the Mets?
Oh, could you imagine what RJ and Ray are going to be like?
No.
I mean, forget losing roles. I mean, there's a chance he misplaces the Jeep.
No, I don't think so. You ever have that where you walk out of somewhere and you're like, where's my car?
Oh, yeah. There's that story about Allen Iverson. You ever heard that story?
Maybe.
Where he bought his mom a Rolls Royce. I think it was a Rolls Royce. And she had it at the airport. And then she came back from the airport and thought someone stole it. So he bought her a new Rolls Royce. And then it turns out she forgot where she parked. She parked it on a different floor.
Could you imagine that? They don't like call the insurance or anything. It's just like, all right, so the car is gone. We'll get another.
Yeah, we'll just get a new one. No big deal.
Rollless Ray.
Yeah, I can't imagine that at all, actually, to live like that.
Are you ready for the 3 stars?
I mean,
that's how you treated your roll today, right?
That's
exactly how you treated your roll.
Okay, there's a big difference between a roll and a Rolls Royce, I would think.
Here's the thing. It starts with a roll.
I'm not making Iverson money.
It starts with a roll, and then it'll be a coffee, and then it'll be a bracelet, and all of a sudden it'll
I don't appreciate your tone right now.
Your pants?
I don't.
Oh, look, Ray's naked. Where's your pants? I
don't know.
No idea.
Maybe I didn't even wear them.
Right.
That sucks. That means I'm not long for this show with you guys. I mean, how can I be expected to do anything at this point?
Why? I wouldn't mind you doing the show pantless.
No, I wouldn't be part of the show.
Pull that thing up.
I couldn't be trusted in public.
Are you ready for the 3 stars?
No, not really, but I'll do them anyway.
All right.
Today's 3 stars. Number 3.
All right, we'll start with an old little mockery.
Terry Bradshaw won a Super Bowl, guys, in the late 70s against my Los Angeles Rams. I was a big Rams fan.
Former Rams fan, current Ravens fan, though? We got it.
I was always a Ram. I grew up, I loved the helmet. No, it was always Rams, Colts, and now it's Rams, Ravens.
Your fandom is second to none.
That was pretty mean. But not off base. Rick, you're not safe either because you went at poor Ira. Undeserved.
A man that would never eat trash. Ira in Staten Island. Ira, good morning.
He just eats New York. He just eats poop every year with the Jets.
So do you.
I was going to say, what do you do? Yeah, if he's eating poop, what are you doing? All right, listen. Dave is still very much on harmony.
Like a 5% of the time where you just throw verbal grenades into a room and walk out?
Sure, because I like to entertain myself, and that can be fun at times.
Well, I don't. But how is that figured into your formula, though?
That's not harmonious.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Harmony is me.
And you're also.
You know what makes me tick? Woo. That's what makes me tick.
It all makes you tick.
Steve GALLUP called. He's like, what you've just done.
The inventor of the GALLUP poll?
Yes, the inventor of the GALLUP poll called me. He's like, honestly, we don't often do this, but what you have done, incredible.
Yeah, Steve GALLUP.
Very
impressive. Very
great
impressive.
guy.
Number 1.
Oh, what's not impressive?
And I know what's happened here. I don't know if Ray wants to be sharing this. He lost his roll this morning. Didn't get to consume it.
Didn't want to share
Lost? Wait, hang on a
The
second.
formula's off.
Can you please walk me through this scenario? What do you mean you lost your role?
I can't
It's
walk
gone.
you through the scenario. I mean, is it a senior moment or is it you're working on 2 hours of sleep and 18 hours of work? I'm offended by some of the questions you asked, though.
Is there a chance you ate it on the street and then didn't even realize
It is 15 degrees outside. No, I'm almost offended. Almost as offended by that as I was by this suggestion.
Check the garbage.
I did not check the garbage, and I'm not going to check the garbage.
Why? I would eat it out of the garbage. There's nothing in there.
I'm sure you would.
How concerned would you
What
be
does
if
that
you threw
mean?
it away?
It means exactly what it means.
Listen here, garbage boy. Don't get mad at me.
I mean,
Have you ever eaten anything out of the garbage?
No.
I'm not talking to you.
he was talking to Rick.
Well, look at this, a half-eaten sandwich.
I love how I have a reputation of dumpster diving for food. I may have eaten one slice of pizza that I accidentally threw away one time.
Aha! Oh, well, the saga continues.
You're listening, by the way, to DiPietro and Rothenberg in the case of the hidden role.
We'll talk tomorrow.
That's funny. It's Rule 76.
No excuse playing a champion is DiPietro Rothenberg. And
welcome, Coach Harbaugh. Welcome.
Right here on ESPN New York and on YouTube.
Not all F words are bad. Some are actually great.